Ryan,
And Steven! Welcome back,
that might
everybody.
be our best one so far.
Yeah, that's well
I'm
done.
sorry.
Yeah,
It was like well timed and everything.
more than golf claps. Hearty, that was a good movie clap. So, welcome back, everybody, to Tyranny of Dragons, The Lost and Found, for our 30th episode slash session. There we go. Wow, we have just ran through this at just an astonishing pace. So, for everybody say hello to YouTube because we're starting to get views on that. So also hello future Dom. Try not to be too annoyed by your own voice later when we're rewatching this for content. So back to it. On the last time we left the Lost and Found, ambush in the Quivering Forest, as Lost and Found tried to take a rest after a rather difficult fight with some mutated octopus, or octopi, I believe is what they're called, plurally, and a swarm of quippers who could swim through the air instead of the water. The Lost and Found decided to take a rest before continuing on to the source of the corruption flowing down the Stojanau, where they're ambushed by mutated boars and wolves that had the wolves had two heads. The boars had almost cancerous-like bone growths coming out of them. It wasn't the most deadly fight. Obnoxious in some points, but not the most deadly fights. And the Lost and Found came out on top. However, Gelt's horse did take a tusk straight to the heart and perished, at least for the evening, before being called back from Tyr's divine realm, experiencing a death for the first time. Hopefully the last time, but who knows. The party continued northward, following the Stojanau, giving the Quivering Forest some healthy breathing room away from them, not feeling incredibly confident about the other creatures that could be lurking, before making their way up and finally getting within, I want to say, earshot of Sorcerer's Isle. I'm not sure if that's entirely the word I'm looking for, but we're going to get the gist. They discovered a ferry that was not docked, but beached on one side. The Lost and Found remembered the many different times they've been on ships and realized collectively, boy, we're really bad at ships and no one knows how to use this. How about let's not get stuck on one of these in the middle of a corrupted, chaos magic-infused Stojanau, which was a smart move. Siren, with her incredibly high perception, was able to find a large tracks of some creature, and following it down, seeing kobold tracks following it, the large creature continued up the Stojanau for a bit before burrowing underneath the Stojanau, avoiding the corruption that goes through the water, and they're able to follow that tunnel down underneath the Stojanau to get over to Sorcerer's Isle. Gelt's horse, being a bit too large to fit in there comfortably, decided to stay and watch. Gelt pleaded with said horse to return back, but the horse already died once in the Quivering Forest with the whole party, was not too keen on going back for a second helping of that. So standing watch at the entrance of that tunnel, waiting for your return. You guys made your way all the way to the end of the tunnel, and between good perception checks and a quick heads up from Gelt's horse, were alerted to the ambush waiting for them at the other side of the tunnel. Rain charged in and took a couple of boulders to the dome, but the party was able to quickly get out from the tunnel and engage with 4 flying kobolds and what we know now as a Thayan gladiator. This Thayan gladiator wielding kind of had a line of spears behind them and a wicked-looking shield with this kind of leathery hide armor that had protrusions and spikes with the thematically flavored Thayan colors of black and red. The party began to engage this individual. And really, we just got to talk about the star of the show, Alder, who receiving his 5th level after the the ambushes the night before, opened up by once again using the tried and true method of kobold removal using burning hands, and killed 3 of the flying kobolds before next turn nat 20ing with an improved firebolt, dropping I believe was it 36
31.
31
It was,
points of fire
yeah.
damage on this gladiator, taking up more than a quarter of their health in the first blow. Uh, it was an incredible feat of fire, with Siren taking some inspiration and pinging the last remaining flying kobold before it could make its way back to the pyramid. Uh, Alder, as a reminder, because of just this awesome show of power, does have an inspiration that you still have, and that does not run out. There's not like a time limit on there, like you got to use it before your next long rest or you lose it forever. You can hold on to that for the rest of the game if you feel like.
Yeah, it's not like Bardic
No,
inspiration
it is not.
that way. Yeah.
It's DM inspiration, and my inspiration has no timer.
Cool.
So, you guys continued deeper into Sorcerer's Isle after, well, that gladiator gave its best shots, but surrounded on 3 sides, losing a spear. Basically, it was gladiator shield versus the party, and while a couple good hits were had, in the end, it was a total mob on this gladiator. I would almost feel bad for said individual, almost, dying on their feet but never falling to the ground. They continued deeper into Sorcerer's Isle, noticing the even more mutations and corruptions from this chaos stuff leaking out from the very top of the Dark Pyramid, the Silver Pyramid. Looking around, they noticed that instead of being a corrupted wasteland or some other just twisted form of nature, there were actually crude farms constructed all across the isle. However, the crops themselves and many of the other natural shrubbery and trees all had grown mouths and made an awful cacophony of songs and music, like a twisted Alice in Wonderland. Party being able to stay away from these many mouths, but the sight is something that will most likely haunt them for at least the next couple nights. Siren, once again with their incredibly high perception, noticed what looked like signs of battle towards the north side of the pyramid, and upon inspection discovered a number of Thayan bodies, kobold bodies, and a individual in kind of dark clothing, a half-elven individual. Siren also, because with that sweet druid perception, noticed that someone was keeping an eye on them from one of the trees, and noticing a very familiar and prolific bow made of Moorcamp burl, ran into their old friend, well, for her old friend, for you guys, only a few months ago, Surik, the Fey Wanderer, if we're going to be very specific, who had been, since the Quivering Forest's Fey presence had quieted, was investigating the source of this corruption and had been kind of scouting out the island. Not with enough forces to do anything about it, but enough to keep an eye on it. There, they learned of the relationship between Surik and her brother, Kai Tyrell Uvian, with Rain now possessing his bow. Him being one of the few people that did not die during the events of the King's Pyre meeting, with the host of deaths that had happened. After a brief conversation, the Rain and Alder were able to retrieve a Zenitrum Rim that they had been sent to retrieve as some family business from Surik. They asked Surik if she would accompany the Lost and Found into the Dark Pyramid of Sorcerer Isle to help rid the corruption, quite literally flowing from the top of the pyramid into the Stojanal. And of course the answer was yes. So the party walked up some of the steps of this seemingly 3-tiered silver pyramid, very reminiscent of Mayan architecture, and entered into the first level. Inside this first level, they walked through a couple different hallways before hearing a huge grating noise as one of the walls slid behind them, cutting them off and trapping them inside the pyramid. As the party ventured deeper into the pyramid, into this maze of hallways, uh, they began to notice some of the odd effects that this chaos stuff has been having. Noticing that walls were leaking smoke, um, uh, some of them growing eyes and staring off in strange directions. One seemed to have grown fur on it, and as the party began to investigate this T, with the path leading to the left and the path leading to the right, Rain, Alder, and Siren going left, and Gelt and Surik going to the right, this hairy wall pivoted and shuts behind, cutting off our party from each other. Gelt investigated what looked to be some handprints in the furry wall, infant sorrow reference, and upon stepping into it, felt like stepped into some like a cold aura of vaguely humanoid shape, and upon stepping in, suddenly felt as if two hands had pressed straight into his chest, throwing him back 30 feet, barely missing, colliding with the wall at great speeds. Surik knocked an arrow and fired, but instead of going clean through and landing into the wall, it stopped about 5 feet before, as if hitting something and then dropping to the ground. We now return back to the party, with Rain having just pushed one of the walls, pivoting it forward and pushing it into place. So to kind of set the scene, let me take a look. What we have is where Alder and Siren are. That is. Oop, hold on. That's not where you guys are. Here's where you guys are. Looking to the west, heading down that hall, is at the very end the wall that has seeming smoke pouring from it, which then begins to make a right heading towards the north. Rain, looking that way, you see the same thing, including your allies, but directly behind you heading north is another kind of hall that goes off to the left heading west. What Gelt and Surik, by extension, see, where you are, Gelt, to your left and right, your east and west, you see two hallways moving forward, going towards about 15 feet in front of you, in between where you and Siren are. There is a hallway that branches off to the east, and then that's about as far as you can see for the time being. So, since that was the end of initiative for this kind of skill challenge. We will go back, I believe, to the top, which is Alder. So I think this is fair enough for me to tell you guys. It goes Alder, Rain, Siren, Gelt, Surik.
Okay.
So Alder, what would you like to do?
All right. And again, I'm buddied up right now with Siren, and then Rain is right nearby. And I had recently opened the room that led to the one with the eyes.
Yes. Rain had pushed the wall forward. It pivoted, moving from... If the wall is running from north to south, pushed it a 45-degree angle, moving it south. And then it stops moving after it moves. So kind of like a door. There, after pushing it aside, looking at the wall that is on the east side that opened up this kind of new hallway, that is where the wall opened its eyes to you all.
I don't much trust that, but I also don't know if I trust any of that mist coming. I feel like we just gotta choose a direction, go with it. And I think curiosity will lead him towards the room with the eyes. And so I'll use my movement to walk into that room and investigate it.
You head into that hall. You get close and you can see that the eyes are, none of them match. They're all sorts of different colors and have different sclera and have different sorts of pupils and irises of vast different colors and sizes. It's almost maddening, very almost Lovecraftian in it. They almost bubble from the surface of this. Looking to your left or north, you can see that the hallway continues. It only took you about 15 feet of movement to get there, and then banks off to the left, heading west.
Okay. I guess I'll head towards the end of that and take a peek to the left and see if you know what I see in the hallway, or if it's more eyes, or if it's breaking off into something else.
You go around and you peek around the corner, and the hallway continues down for at least another 30 feet or more.
Gotcha. I'll end my movement there. I won't go any further down, but I'll just kind of shout out to him. Just, this looks like there's another way down here. I don't know which way you guys want to go, though.
Gotcha. You're about from where you're at and where Rain's at. You guys are 5-10 feet away from each other, real close. Sieran's probably the farthest from you guys by 15
Gotcha.
feet.
Okay.
But you guys can
Then-
all still see each other.
Okay, fair.
All right. Nice. Then we'll move it over to Rain.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, did I happen to see, or can I surmise which way Fuzzy Wall would have had to have moved?
Yeah. You thinking about it, it must have pivoted. If that wall runs north and south, it pivoted 45 degrees, going from south, and now it goes east to west. So it came towards you guys.
Okay.
So-
So in theory, if I went up and pushed on Fuzzy Wall, I might be able to move it back.
In theory, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Rain knows that he's the strong boy, and if I can get Gelt and Cyric back to us as fast as possible, that's what he's going to try and do. So if I'm within 25 feet of that furry wall, I'm going to try and push it.
Totally. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
And which was a silvery Spider-Man villain.
Good reference.
That is only a 12, though.
You push on it, and you can feel it push a little bit, but you're gonna need more. You can feel it move just slightly, but you're like, all right, I need to move more of this. So it doesn't swing all the way up there, but you do feel it. Yeah, putting your hands up against it, the fur is coarse. It's almost less animal, almost insect-like.
It's like fuzzy, like spider fuzz.
Yeah, it's more bristly. And you know what a boar or something along that. It's like ooh.
Gross.
Yeah, it's horrifying in feel.
Spider fuzz wall and bunch of eyes wall. I mean, I'm terrified now. Cool. I can't really do. I'm trying to think if I want to use my bonus action for anything. I'm gonna hold off for right now. We're not in such dire straits that I need to start throwing around bardic inspiration.
Gotcha. Siren.
Um, watching Gelt do, or watching Rain do that. Does Siren think she could help him along, or is it kind of a one-person job?
You could give it a shot. I would let Siren roll with advantage on that.
Sweet. We'll give that a go then.
Give it a go, friend.
Okay, with advantage. Please be better. It was better for 15.
15. Yeah, with your guys' combined effort, and you push it all the way, and it clicks open, and you see Surik, who is probably another 10 feet away from you, and then way down the hall, another 20 feet from her, you can see Gelt. You actually can hear the sound of kind of his feet and bits of his armor being pushed back, and you guys, not so much you, Rain, but you, Saren, as you walk through. Who is breathing that hard? Please stop.
Please. Also, Dom, was it to my east or west? I heard that.
Heard what?
Then you said I heard something down the hall.
No.
Oh.
I don't know where you're getting that from. But Siren, as you push through and you click this back into its original position, you walk through, and it's like walking through difficult terrain for just a second, but you feel just this figure of cold that you push through.
Bah. She'll call back to Alder that we've opened the door, or opened the wall, fuzzy wall, and just run up and ask Gelt if they need help. What's going on?
Yeah, you're kind of in the you make it a little bit past past Surik, so it's kind of Surik, and then 10 feet it's Siren, and then another 10 feet it's Gelt's, and then 10 feet back from you is Rain, and then another 15 feet back and slightly around a corner is Alder. So you guys are almost in a nice, perfect little line.
Dope.
Nice.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt!
That would be the time for it. For
Magic
sure.
missile!
Oh no.
Alright. Well done. Next is you, Geltz.
Well, hello, friends. I'm gonna ask Sirik if she saw what the fuck threw me back.
Yeah, she shakes her head no. But definitely, I'll say she can use her reaction to say, I can't see it, but I definitely hit something.
Can I use my action to use Divine Sense?
You
if I
can.
That's a smart boy move.
Yes.
Got that new intelligence, baby.
Young
Okay, so you use my bad. I'm sorry. I was like I was waiting for a roll. I'm like, you don't need a roll. So you use your divine sense and you reach out, and right where you were just standing, immediately pings for you, undead, and then another pings right on the. So if you moved about 10 feet and over to your west, behind that wall, you feel a stronger ping. Stronger than the one that you see down the hallway. And then
I can't be.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I can't be aware of that if it's behind complete cover.
It's behind. Let me
Within
look
60
at
feet of you, that is not behind total cover.
Not behind total cover. I'm gonna say this is strong enough for you to ping that.
Okay. Okay, cool.
But yeah, those are the two. So there's something strongly undead behind that wall, whatever this kind of area behind that is, but directly across, right where Surik shot, unmistakably undead.
Okay, so I've used an action and my free action. Can I use my bonus action to do a communication?
Yeah, totally.
All right, then I'll tell the group that I sense heavily undead. First of all, to my left, but more primarily in front of where I just was. And it was a door, right?
Where at? I guess. So where the furry
one
wall?
with the, yeah,
Yeah, the furry wall. You
it flipped. That's right. Yeah.
It moved 45 degrees, and
Gotcha.
that's it closed behind you, cutting you off. But with the efforts of Siren and Rain, they were able to push it back in, reconnecting you all.
Okay. So with that, I'll let the group be aware of the two more pressing matters.
Soon will probably use her reaction to say, "Let's move back towards Older then."
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Knock through the undead.
Well, it was both ways, wasn't it? It was further in and where that wall was.
It is where I described the handprints and everything. That is where that undead is, and you guys now have a very Gelt has pointed it out. The other deeply undead presence is
To the west.
Is to the west, somewhere over there, but it's not within sight. Gelt can just feel it. It's like this just cold, mournful presence.
Right. Let's not go that way.
So Sarik's like, you want to walk through that? And she's going to actually fire 2 arrows at it.
Damn, Cyric.
Thank you.
Hey.
I was going to attack it if I had an action, but
And nope. She shoots right over your head, Rain, because she's tall and you're short, and they stick into the wall all the way at the end of it. This time they don't like stop and drop. And there's
Good.
a sense of alertedness to her, so she's going to so she's going to stand her ground, bow knocked. So we'll take it back to the top with Alder.
Alrighty, so the group. Did anyone mention that they were coming back my way, or is everyone still heading out?
Make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
hate to see that, folks.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a 3.
A 3. You don't even hear the arrows plink against the wall next to you.
Yep.
It's gone
well-
eerily quiet. You haven't heard any of your party, and you're looking around, and from where you're at, you see the wall of eyes, but suddenly you're alone.
Alder. You said it's about 30 feet down this hallway, right?
Mhm.
I'll use my movement to go further in.
You go further in, and towards the end of it, when you've got about 10 feet movement left, you reach a dead end that goes off that only has one opening, to your left heading south, and looking around, you see the wall of mist.
Like it's just straight mist.
No. Mist coming from that wall. The same wall that you saw earlier.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I inspect and see, is there anything in particular that the mist is coming out of?
I'll let you make an investigation check.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Yeah,
And 26.
Looking
no.
at this, it doesn't look like a mechanism. It almost looks like the way that it's set up, it's like the wall is sweating this mist. And going over here, you immediately the temperature of this place has been, kind of cold for your taste. Kind of musty, about what you're expecting, but as you get over here closer to the mist, the temperature drops drastically.
Dang.
You almost feel a bit of a shiver go through you. It's like it was like walking in from like autumn straight into winter.
I think with that, then, if there's any movement left, I'll start heading backwards, and then I'll end it there.
Yeah, you can move 10 feet back.
Okay. Try to head back towards where I last saw the party.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then it is. Rain.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna follow suit with Cyric, and I am going to attempt to hit whatever this undead thing that Gelt is telling us is there. I understand he can't see it, but he has an idea, so he's gonna try and give it a good punch. And my punch is magical.
Go ahead
So-
and make an attack with disadvantage.
I'm wrecking, so it's normal. That
By the way,
is
are-
going to be a 16.
Nothing.
Okay,
It doesn't even feel cold where you've punched.
interesting. It doesn't even feel cold anymore, he just says as he punches through it.
Huh.
Maybe Sarah killed it.
Because Gelt, the divine sense doesn't end until my next turn. Does Gelt still sense it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You sensed it, called it out, and after Surik fired at it, you see it pass, heading south, and dips through some walls.
It dipped through some walls.
Uh-huh.
Well, I can do that too. Oh shit, dude! There's not much we can do in this room. Let's try to go get our wizard. Oh, he's not a wizard. Wow, fuck. That's a. No,
Yes,
you're a
he is.
wizard, right?
He's
Alden?
a wizard.
I
Yeah,
am a
okay.
wizard.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was
What are
thinking
you
of.
talking about?
I was thinking of the that we play in the other campaign.
You're thinking of
Thinking of
Malrivian?
Mal.
No. God, you the name of your character, and I feel so bad that I'm forgetting it, Ryan.
Oh, Zanza.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
He's a
My bad.
Swordbuckler?
Yeah, Swarthbuckler. That's what it was.
Alright,
Okay.
well, if there's nothing there anymore, then I'm going to use my movement, because I haven't moved at all, to start heading Alder's direction, excuse me.
Yeah, you get through, and you have enough to kind of get towards that hallway, and looking down, you can see Alder heading towards you. So Alder, you see Rain go around the corner, and you guys make eye contact. You can see each other.
Visible
wave.
relief.
And I do say we opened the fuzzy wall back up, and I'll end my turn there because I'd already talked some before.
All right, Siren.
So there's the way Alder's returning from.
Mm-hmm.
There's the way further past the fuzzy wall that has a. Is there an undead presence that way too, or no?
There's a
So
big old
Or
scary
is-
one
To the west was one, and one just went south.
mhm.
Okay. And then there was one more path, like that went north.
East, I
So
think it
if you are heading south towards Geltz, from where
Mhm.
you're at, Siren, about 15 feet away, there is a pathway that heads to the east. If you go all the way to where Gelt's at, it tees off, heading east and west.
Mm,
And it jumped through a wall towards south, so.
okay. And I'll try the east by Gelt then.
So you want to go all the way down to Gelt?
Well, Gelt said we're going back to Alder, so I guess we're gonna go
Yeah,
back.
I wanted to regroup just as
Okay.
groups because I don't like
Okay,
these
if-
people.
You can take. There's the east path that's closer to Surik, or the east path that's closer to Gelt. That's further down the hallway.
Right. I'm just gonna regroup with the party with Rain and Alder and just we'll talk about it, I guess.
So you just pretty much want to stay where you're at.
I guess.
Okay. Gotcha. Go. What you got?
I'm gonna rely on my. I'm not gonna use it as an action, but I'm gonna rely on it. Can I still one to the south, one to the east, right? Nothing changed.
Yeah, that presence to the um, and I'm sorry, I misspoke, or maybe misheard. The mournful presence, the big boy one.
Mhm.
You feel it to
The west,
the
sorry.
west.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. You were right. Yeah, you said that right.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. If just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So that one's still there.
Mhm.
Now that that other presence has moved, it's you don't feel that ping anymore, but you don't feel pings anywhere else except for behind whatever that wall is. And you can see that that wall to the west there's one that continues down that hallway that you saw, leading towards what appears to be a dead end. So it makes like a backwards L. That's that behind both of those, like where they're connected. That's where that mournful presence feels, if that helps.
Yes. Okay. So we are still waiting for our wizard to come back. Gelt just kind of wants to do a little reconnaissance. So how far would you say it is to the west, and how thick are these walls? I can't know that. Never mind.
You don't know how thick these walls are. You could definitely continue down to the west. It looks about 20 feet before you hit a wall.
Shit. That's too far for me.
However, it's only from where you're at. I mean, you could touch the kind of the corner piece for the wall heading north-south and the wall heading east-west, creating this L.
Gotcha.
You can put your hands on that.
Okay. And bonus action, I can dash if needed, right?
Action, you can dash.
Action is dashing. That's
Yes.
okay.
You ain't a rogue.
You're not a rogue.
Yeah.
You're not a monk with
Yeah.
Step of the Wind.
You're right. You're right. Well, really, not much I can do in this situation. How's everyone's health? Actually, are we looking good or?
Besides you, no one's taken damage, I believe.
Yeah, and I took.
I
think
did
what,
get hit by
5
a spear
damage or
at the
something?
beginning.
Yeah, but you're
Um,
far enough away that he can't get to you in this action.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but besides you getting pushed back that far, and what you would remember most definitely of Alder taking a spear before lighting that dude up, quite literally. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, and I took rocks to the head, but you know Rain basically refuses healing until he's almost at death's
You
door.
literally, which
don't
is
worry about
upsetting.
me.
Gate
you
fucking
wouldn't
hell
even
free.
be able to tell with his big red hair. It's covering any sort of bruising that would be at the top of Rain's head. You wouldn't even be able to see it with how thick that hair is.
And he's growing it out now since it's all the red he's got left.
Yeah.
And it was already pretty long to begin with.
hmm
I mean, especially compared to Gelt, and definitely compared to Alder, since Alder doesn't. Alder, you don't have hair in the typical sense, I believe, right?
No, not really.
Yeah, he's grown out, so like And then Siren's got her funky half dryad hair, so you're like, I don't even know about that one. So really,
But it's beautiful.
that it is. Oh, Siren, your hair has started to something that Siren would have noticed and that you guys would have all seen. Your hair starting to take on a moving from that kind of almost Palo Verde green is starting to move towards like a autumn yellow with kind of red and orange starting to go through it as we move into autumn.
Dope. It's probably like shoulder length now as well,
Dope.
because it grows way faster than normal.
True.
It does. Yeah, so that is you definitely a good chunk of it is yellow, and you can see towards the ends are starting to turn kind of that red-orange color. It, if anything, it reminds Alder a bit of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So forgot to add that. I've been sitting on that for a little bit. So
Dope.
yeah, Gelt, if you want to, you guys can all kind of reconvene together.
Okay, but I'm guessing we're staying in this room, right?
This hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not
So-
rooms. There are no rooms.
That's
It's
right,
all
yeah.
halls.
A hallway's a room. It's just a long one that's narrow.
Rooms as much as any maze can have rooms, because
Yeah.
I hope it's clear that this is a maze,
Yes, it is.
even if it's a little bit out of character.
So I guess Gelt will just go position himself close to the door to the west that has the strong presence, and he will just prepare in action that if, I guess, anything were to come through that door, he's going to make an attack. Or any hostiles appear.
Okie dokie. So yeah, Gelt, you can. So do you want to stay at the kind of corner?
Pretty much, yeah, to
Now?
the west corner. Yeah,
Okay.
closer to the door. Like, use my 20 movement, or close to 15 or something to the
There's
effect
no
of this.
doors. It's only walls.
Oh,
was
sorry,
about-
I keep on referring
yeah.
to the wall. Yeah, it's, sorry. To the wall, yeah.
Yeah, there have been no doors. They're just walls that can pivot. And for those of you with good insight, specifically probably Siren, and with all of you guys from that sound you heard earlier, you would not be surprised if a wall has been moved in place. So it appears that walls can pivot and slide. So, Surik kind of follows suit. She'll peek her head around and look down that hallway that leads to the east, the middle one, not the one that's all the way at the end by Gelt, and peers down and shouts out, "It heads about 20 feet in, and then it's just a wall."
Sounds familiar.
And so she'll move. She'll kind of peek through that, see that, come back, and ready up with the party. And she has not put down her bow. Actually, she'll go back and she'll recover her arrows.
Okay.
Use her action to get those back. So, back to the top with Alder.
All right, and seeing Rain here and walking towards him, he'll be like, "Yeah, not much down there. Looks like it's sweating out mist, and it's cold as can be." And like saying that, he stops, and the light bulb kind of goes off for a quick second, and he'll turn back towards that corner. And I'd like to just cast a firebolt at the wall and see what happens.
You psychopath.
Go ahead and make an attack.
That'll hit with a 23.
Go ahead and roll damage.
6 fire damage.
Yeah, you flick your hand out, and a firebolt erupts and strikes it, and you hear a psst. And you can see that where your firebolt has hit, for a second, some of the mist dissipates as it, is kind of vaporized from the heat. And looking at it, you can see that some of the holes where your firebolt hits have kind of been charred close, but the rest of the mist continues on. You feel the temperature rise just for a second before then settling back down.
Well, it was worth checking out. And then, otherwise I would probably just use the rest of my movement to, if we aren't already gathered where I am at the hall, I'll head back towards, to the party just to be near them, and that'll be it.
Yeah, you come back, you round about that corner, and you see Surik picking up picking up her arrows. You can see Siren you don't have great sight on Gelt because he's the farthest one away, but you pass Rain, you see Siren and Surik. You have found the party regrouped. So with that, move it down to Rain.
Alrighty then. I should have done this earlier, in my opinion, because it's one of my good ways of, detecting things. But he pulls out the wand of detect magic, taps it a couple of times on his shield like a conductor preparing to play, and uses a charge to cast detect magic.
Bing, 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 bing. It's almost overwhelming. Everything. And it jumps and changes, divination, transmutation, evocation, abjuration, these everywhere in every single direction. Pings. It's maddening. You almost drop the wand.
Never mind. That was a waste of my fucking time, I guess. Okay, well, that's my turn.
You can use your movement to come back to the party.
Oh, the party was coming towards us, weren't they? Or am I
No,
coming
we
really.
towards
stayed.
them
We
now?
stayed. Yeah, we stayed there. We had Sirik peek down the other hallway.
Yeah, Alder's gone past you and come around the corner. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but you've got plenty of movement to regroup.
And yeah, I'll regroup.
Okie dokie. So yeah, you do the wand and it's yeah. At first you're like, oh holy shit, and you're like, wait, fuck, okay. So Rain returns and you can anybody who can see Rain can see just the whatever expression Rain has after that experience. So dropping back down to Siren.
I guess I'll investigate the east tunnel by Gelt.
I'm on west.
No,
I
there's an
know.
east tunnel and a west tunnel. So, Siren, you head down, moving past Gelt as he's kind of holding the corner. You make it about 15 feet down the hallway. Give me a perception check.
Yes.
Love to. That's the thing I'll do. That's the 23.
23. You notice not one but two pivots.
Oh, fuck.
There is one to your south, and then looking. So if Gelt's holding a backwards L, this looks more like a 7. And in the corner where the 7 meets at the end of this east hallway, you see another pivot divot. Ooh, +1 to the DM.
Ooh.
So yes, you notice both of those.
I think this may be the best way if the way you're going has undead guilt.
You may be correct, but I feel like this place is guiding us.
With undead? You want to trust that?
No, I don't. But I do want to see it.
All right.
'Cause
Well,
he's a
my
He's a
turn.
paladin, dude. I'm sorry.
Gelt, it's your turn. So go ahead and do your thing.
Alrighty.
Unless
So.
Siren, do you have
Oh yeah, sorry.
any
Go ahead.
bonus action? I guess you could watch it if you wanted to. I'll take your silence as a no.
They may have disconnected.
Robot.
Did we lose you, Kaya?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh,
Oh.
I asked you if you wanted to do anything else with your turn.
No, I'm done.
Okay. So go ahead, Gelt. It is your move. Siren
All
points
right.
out the divots, which with Siren pointing it out, you can clearly see.
Okay. So there's a wall in between me and that strong presence, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Gelt does want to see what this is, so he's going to go ahead and activate one charge of his tattoo to give him pretty much ghost step, which I can go through things now.
Yep.
Okay.
You walk through the wall, and you enter in, and in the room you can see a set of stairs leading up. You also see an old corpse that has similar armor to your own. It bears some sort of insignia. It has an old book stuck in its lap, and you can see written on the walls on every single one, escape, 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 in a maddening sense, as if someone had been stuck here for a very, very long time. And as you enter in, from the corpse, this ethereal... It's almost as if the corpse crawls out of itself, ring style.
Hmm.
Gelt, I need you to make a... yes. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Not good at that. Hey, yo, for a 17, actually.
A
18 minus
17?
1.
Yes, it's... You see this and you can feel your heart just for a second skip a beat, but you are able to resist being frightened.
Hey, yo.
As it lets out this awful
Me waking up every morning. All right. Well, how much movement did I expend to get in there?
it's difficult terrain to get through a wall, so you use 10.
All right. Well, I've seen everything I've wanted to see. He did not fear me, but that's all Gelt needed. He's gonna hop back on through that fucking wall.
Yeah, you hop. You spend another 10 feet and you hop right on back. So, Siren, you see Gelt step in, and then immediately step right back out.
That's a lot of a lot in there. We should probably
Not
move
that
away from that.
All right. Cool.
Do you mention the stairs?
Oh yes, actually, sorry, yes. I did actually describe the surroundings. I only saw the one corpse, right?
Yeah, just the one
Okay.
corpse. You saw, so to reset it, you saw the one corpse there, its body clutching some sort of a book. All the walls are carved or scrolled or some sort of once liquid with escape over and over and over. Kind of like when you see people in solitary confinement who, unfortunately, because that is quite literally torture to humans, madness, and yes, stairs leading up.
Okay. Does Geld, is he smart enough to realize what kind of undead? Because there are undead kinds. After seeing it, okay.
Ooh. Yeah, you haven't used your action. You could use your action to make a...
No, I did use my action
I thought it
to
was
activate my tattoo.
I thought that was a
Bonus.
bonus action.
Sorry, let me just double check. I'm almost positive it's an action though. But you're smarter than I, so I mean I'm wrong on more often than not occasions. So
I'm not
tattoo
exceptionally...
shift as a bonus action. Yep,
Yeah,
you're
I
correct.
thought as much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, I would let you use an action to make a religion check.
I just recently became good at that, guys. Would you believe the paladin was not smart in his religions? Let's see. Hey, +7. Oh, 15.
15? Yeah. That's a ghost, buddy.
Damn. I was thinking it was like a lich or something like that.
No,
All
that's
right.
that's definitely a ghost.
That'd be
be
way
a
worse.
problem.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's what Jacob was worried about at least.
Gelt would know
What a
if that was a lich, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really want to stick around.
But
all
yes,
right, cool.
with a 15 in religion, looking at it and what you've seen, and that you can physically see this one, yeah, that's a ghost. That's the real McCoy.
I'll go ahead and relate that to the group. I fucking wish I had another action in there. That's whatever. But that'll end Gelt's turn, I guess, guys. I gotta see what I wanted to see, and I don't want to see it again, really.
All right, Surik is going to hold her action and wait to see if anything moves. Of which case, at the end of our initiative, moving through the wall into the hallway that older Surik, Rain, and Gelt can see, this ghost comes through the wall, and you hear once again, "Escape." I need Rain, Alder, and Surik to all make wisdom saving throws. Oh, yeah.
18, and that's no bonus.
That's a 22.
Yeah, you and Cirque, she has a wisdom saving throw, so she rolls a 16. So yes, you guys see the same thing Gelt did and feel your heart miss just one beat, but you're able to breathe out as this ghost enters into the hallway. So back to the top with Alder. Oh, and Cirque, as a reaction, is going to fire two at it.
Just
No,
for
no.
just for everybody for rules with 5e, extra attack only works on your turn. Doesn't apply to reaction attacks.
What?
I guess I've.
I would not have thought of that.
Now, would that
Indeed,
count,
typically that would be-
though? Would that count if
Fine,
you readied
just
an
saying.
action?
No, that's the whole point. Is
Weird.
even if you're ready an action to make an attack, extra attacks wording is very explicitly when you use the attack action on your turn.
So when you ready an action to like fire, like when you see something as your reaction, you can get the full range of it. So like, oh, I want to use my reaction to fire because I see that person 30 feet away and I have a bow. Unfortunately, that's not how that works. The only way you'd get an attack of as a reaction would either be an attack of opportunity if they move out of range, or there are certain feats which would allow you to do the same thing.
Sentinel.
Sentinel, Warcaster would allow you to make a spell
Yeah.
attack.
Such
So,
a good ability.
Warcaster is an incredible feat.
Love that ability.
Back to the top with Alder.
Alrighty. Well, with this ghost now having my attention and a couple arrows an arrow being shot there, I will use my fire bolts, and I believe that hits with a 20. Did I lose everybody, or am I still here?
No, I hear you.
20 does hit. Go for it.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
just
just
taking
making
care
sure.
of business and doing it right, so we're not questioning
Yep.
you.
So good. So that's 15 fire damage on that one.
15 fire damage. Gotcha. Yeah, it hits, but as soon as the fire makes contact, it almost is immediately snuffed out.
Mm-hmm. That's not a great sign for me. Okay.
Okie dokie. Any movement from you, Alda?
I think I'll stay where I am right now in the hallway. So we'll end it there. Yeah.
Rain.
Rain grasps his coin, holds out his hand, and the ghost needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, it is.
That's going to be a 16.
It does pass as it dodges my sacred flame.
As they passes through this ghost, its form almost thins out for a second and almost once again we're gonna go for that Japanese horror. Kaya, help me out. You know the one where everybody has their own hole.
Oh yeah, the
I mean, we dealt with that in the
Mystery of
game.
Omega Curry Fault or something.
Yes, so it's
okay.
like the final panel. It like thins out to horrific lengths as you feel the kind of the magic move through it, as if it twisted just to get out of the way.
Fun. Gelt would be the closest one to it at this point, correct? Or
Yes. Oh yeah.
no? Okay, then yeah, bonus action. You are receiving my Timora tinged bardic inspiration as you receive Timora's luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it.
All right. Rain, any movement from you?
I mean, if I heard him say that the stairs are that direction and this is a, multi-layered, dungeon like this, then yeah, I'll probably go back him up because that's probably the way we're going to have to go anyway.
Yeah.
Plus I can punch ghosts with my fist.
You make your way forward. You can basically be in its. You could be 5 feet from it. You've got enough movement for that.
How far away is Gelt from it, I guess is my question.
Oh, it's right next to Gelt.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Got it.
It followed it
Um,
out. You guys saw it turn to you, unleashed its horrifying visage, and has twisted into this long thing. But it's right next to Gelt. It followed Gelt
Got it.
out.
Then yeah, I'm gonna, because it's Rain's prerogative, he's going to attempt to make himself a target instead of his ally. So yep, I am moving right up next to where Gelt is.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're gonna fuck this thing up, bud.
So Siren.
So I was not within sight of this, right?
No. You do, however, roll me a perception check with disadvantage, not using your action.
Okay. That was 2 natural 20s.
Oh yeah,
Whoa, wow.
you hear the fire, the clinging of coins, the sound of dwarf feet moving. You are very aware that something is going around the corner.
That's my Morcant girl.
Yeah, she's gonna come back running around the corner and see the situation, and because she did not see what happened with Alder's firebolt, I don't know why I call literally everyone Gelt. It was Alder.
you do actually. Yeah.
It is literally everybody. I don't know why.
Do I know you that much, Kaya?
Apparently.
Don't worry, Tom can attest.
But she's gonna try one because she didn't see how that one went. So that's 24 to hit.
24, yeah, 24 will do.
And 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage, got it. You see, and the fire hits it as it makes contact with the form is snuffed. Kaya, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As it turns its attention to you, and its mouth elongates to almost 10 feet from top to bottom.
Wisdom saving throw is a 19. Also, I totally rolled the wrong dice on damage for that. Can I roll that or?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And again, where's my brain today? It was 15 fire damage.
The fire's larger, but the effect is the same.
Okay.
And you feel once again, everyone feels their heart skip for just a second. But you're able to resist. So 15, got it. Okay. Gelt.
All right. Well, didn't mean to lead this guy to y'all, but well, here he is. At least we're not in that room. Let me tell you. Gelt's gonna go ahead and make an attack on this thing.
Go for it.
First one's going to be a 7.
7? No, that's not gonna do.
Second one is going to be a 23.
Oh, 23, yes, that will do.
Okay. You know what? Gelt be doing stuff like this. And this is a ghost guy that did follow him in here and stuff. He's gonna level 2 smite this motherfucker.
Alright, let's see it.
So I'm getting the dices out right now. We are... Smite's a D8, right? And since it's a level 2, it's 2D8.
And since it's an undead, it's 3d8.
What? Oh my god. Alright, so first attacks, I'm just doing raw damage. $10 physical, and then I'm going to do the smite.
And it's silvered, so that matters
Yes.
a little bit, I think.
It is for, as we all know, it's a holy weapon. It's blessed by
And
tier.
it's going to be 8 radiant damage. Yeah, I did pretty bad on that, guys.
Okay, so for 18.
Yes, in total.
Yes, this one you guys watch, and
I'm still in my ghost form, by the way. So.
Gelt almost mirrors the same kind of color palette as this ghost, and brings down the whip. And unlike the firebolts and the sacred flame that you saw earlier. Gelt's whip hits true, and this thing's form breaks for a second, and it lets out this ear-shattering before coming back together. So that's 20. Its form wavering. You can see it's taking some time to kind of pull itself back together. Well done, Surik. Surik's gonna try. Shoot it with some arrows. One of them does hit, and she's gonna use a bonus action, put a little extra oomph into that. So only 3 damage for there, and then and 1 point of psychic damage. So you see this arrow, and it glows a faint purple. It's like watching an arrow, and then directly behind it, it's almost like a purple arrow, the same color as the Moorcamp Burl, follows it. The first arrow hits and kind of spins off, not making much purchase, but the purple arrow sticks straight into it, and you can actually see this purple arrow is stuck in this ghost figure. So, it's now the ghost's turn. Let's see. What does it want to do? Where did that go? I know what. So let's have Siren. Would you please make me a strength check?
A check, you say? Ooh. 10?
10. You feel yourself get shoved from the side, and you get. You move 30 feet to the side. So from where you're at to see from Gelt, you move 15 feet and slam up against a wall as if someone has just pushed you with unnatural force. And you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you can feel, you physically can feel these cold hands. Looking back, you cannot see what did it, but unmistakable. And then this thing, Gelt.
Yes.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
And you have a bardic inspiration if you totally botch
Thank
it.
you. I almost fucking forgot about that. But my Christmas saves are actually not too bad, so let me see.
Same.
That's an 18
18.
without the bardic.
This thing enters into your space, and you feel it almost fill your body, and you can feel for a second as it sinks in, and for a second you hear in your mind the words, escape, please help, I don't want to die in here, before you and you're able to shove it back out of your form. So that's its turn. Back to the top with you, Alder.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, would you believe I would like to take another shot at it?
I don't believe it.
I know. Wild idea.
Wild.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15?
Or
No?
actually, that's a 16.
Oh, a 16?
Okay.
Yes, a 16 does hit.
Forgot to add my extra proficiency. Low damage, though. That's only going to be 3 fire damage.
Yeah, this time even smaller than last time. It almost snuffs it completely before it touches this form. Gotcha.
Cool.
All right. Unless otherwise stated, I think just moving forward, unless you guys tell me you're gonna move, you're gonna stay put. Is that okay with everybody? Just to
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
okay, especially because it just seems unless you guys tell me, you guys usually stick in place. So
Mhm.
cool. Moving it down to Rain.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Dom.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be something I need to work towards with Rain, but can I use Booming Blade with my fist?
Booming blade with your fist.
It does less damage technically than my Liar, but it's magical. And the only reason I ask is because normally Booming Blade it says it requires a weapon more or less. But I just wanted to ask before I grab the Liar.
Yeah, grab the liar.
Cool. It's something I might work towards. Maybe if I'm unshielded, I can do clap attacks with my unarms to do Booming Blade. But I do grab the Liar because I just watched that thing move into my friend. And if this thing needs to move to do the bullshit it's doing, then that's what this spell is for. So yep, I'm gonna give it an old college try. That is a 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Cool. Takes 10 non-magical piercing damage and 7 thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Yes.
You feel and it's so soft is the sensation. You're so used to how solid it feels when you hit things with the liar, but this is so soft. It almost cradles the liar. It slows down as it makes impact, and even as you feel that kind of thunderous energy leave, it just shakes with it and moves through. It makes you feel gross how just soft this is. It's the softest birthday ever.
Weird. It's still surrounded in my Booming Blade aura, though, so
It
that's
does
the
not
thing.
stop shaking, but you can
Good.
see that it just keeps
Its form
going.
is so.
It's
its form is
almost
so ethereal.
it's almost like jelly, but you just can't get like a solid grasp on it. Definitely a very unsatisfying swing.
Definitely, but ghosts are generally unsatisfying enemies, so that is, though, going to be Rain's turn. I'm gonna stick right there with my buddy.
All right, Siren.
Gonna. She doesn't feel like she has many options against the ghost, so she's gonna move up by Alder and just fire another firebolt.
You skirt around. To get through, you will take a attack of opportunity if you want to move towards Alder, because you have to come back and then go around.
From the ghost?
From the ghost, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Okay.
remember, you're on the other side of the hallway. You got pushed 30 feet back. You have to come around,
I
then
see.
head north up there, go past Gelt, Ghost, Rain, and then
Oh.
and pass by it. Because it's a 10-foot hallway, so yeah, you don't have to move past your allies, but you do got to move past the ghost.
I see. Well, we'll just attack from here then.
Mm-hmm.
It's 21 to hit.
The 21 will hit.
No way.
11 fire damage.
11 fire damage. That same kind of
Yeah.
sensation as it feels like it's snuffed. Its form quivering almost violently at this point. All right, go.
Oh, would you believe Gelt's gonna go ahead and try to attack this thing again?
I would be shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
First one's a 16.
62.
Second one is going to be a 13.
13 do not do.
Okay. Yeah, just regular attack on this one. It's going to be 7 points of damage.
You bring down your holy whip, and it wraps around this ghost, and the diamond tip plunges into its heart, and its form condenses, no longer in its ghostly form. And you see there, you're not sure what, but very, very similar to Gelt's, almost in height, in stature, and in armor, with its own kind of symbol marred. And the ghost looks to you and says, "Thank you. Please, get my body out of here. Put me to rest, so I may join my god." As your chain constricts against it and falls to the ground. Clink, 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 clink.
So is the body there now?
The body is not there,
Okay, that's just okay. Cool.
but you do know where the body is.
Yes, I do. Gelt's gonna be pretty heartfelt by that, and he'll say a quick prayer for the fallen ghost.
Mm-hmm. Surik doesn't do anything. However, Geltz, make me a strength check.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on that. It's a D8 or D6.
D6.
I'm still a level 1 bard, D6.
That's right. Okay.
I ask that every time. I understand.
Oh my god! Brings me up from a 15 to a 21 with a top 6.
What I'm
to
talking
21. You feel it once again, those cold hands on your back, but this time you feel the hands, they make contact for a second, and then you steel yourself, and you can feel the hands move through your chest. You look down, and you swear you should be able to see something, but you feel as if someone's arms are going through your back, out of your chest, and you should see hands, but there's nothing there.
Can't divine sense, right? Because it's not my turn.
That would take an action. You did use your action to attack.
I did, yes.
So, back to the top with Alder.
Yeah, alrighty. So, the ghost, is it just gone now?
Yeah,
Just
you no longer see a ghost. You don't see, everything has returned to that unnatural quiet. You saw Geltz just smite this thing once and then twice, and you saw it shrink into a form before dissipating. But as far as Alder, you don't see anything else in here.
Alright, so Alder would be like, well, should we investigate where that came from a little bit more? Or, Gelt, did you see another path?
Again, I did see stairs over there, and if possible, I would like to claim this ghost's body.
Well, I'll leave the carrion to the stronger ones, and he'll start making his way towards where the stairs are.
Yeah, you can start heading down that hallway. You can make it all the way. You can make it pretty much next to Siren at full movement. So you get to the end of that kind of T. With going towards the east, you can see that it goes to a wall and then begins heading south, so to the right, and then looking back towards the west, it goes to that dead end after another about 20 or so feet. But that's the unless you want to dash to get any farther in any direction, there's probably a ton.
I'll stay near Siren on that one.
Okay, yeah, you make your way to Siren. Siren, Alder makes his way to you.
Okie doke.
And then from Alder, Rain.
So Alder and Siren are by the wall that the ghost we just murdered came through, correct?
They are closer towards, so you looking down and seeing that T, if it's a 10 feet hallway, they're on the east side of the hallway, like north and south from each other.
Okay. Because basically, Rain heard stairs, and he wants to get out of this hell puzzle. So he's going to go towards the wall where the stairs are supposed to be behind.
Yep.
Because that was revealed to us, correct?
Gelt was able to put you like, hey, behind
Yeah.
these two walls, and Gelt, you saw that it was that this is the only place that you could really call a room. It has 4 walls.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the wall that makes up this hallway leading south, that would be its eastern wall. The one that if you head towards the dead end, on the north side would be the room's southern wall, and then I'll say it because Gelt saw it. And he's got the intelligence for it. It seems to be about a 20 by 20 room.
Okay.
So I'm sure you guys can infer the other wall dimensions on this.
So since I've had to push these pivoty doors a few times now, does it appear that I'd be able to push through this to get to where the stairs are from where we're currently at?
Siren has pointed out some of the pivots. You could look on this wall to see if there's any pivots to get through to this wall. Go ahead and make me a. This would be make an investigation check.
That's the one I'm bad at. I still got a 16 though.
16. You can confirm that the eastern wall of this room does not have any pivots, and it looks like, as you kind of, if you wanted to follow that down, you know that you're looking at it. Doesn't look like the eastern wall or the northern wall has any pivots. Or southern wall, my bad. Southern wall. So if it's making like a backwards L, those two walls don't have any pivots.
I'm assuming that was my action.
Was there something else you'd like to try?
I mean, he's basically just going to say to the group, okay, so whoever, someone figure out how to get into that room with the stairs, and then I'll do the pushing. I wasn't a masony kind of dwarf, so this whole construction thing's a little bit beyond me right now. Sorry, Nick is visually having a hard time keeping up with all of the different directions and shit like that. So I'm just trying my best. Sorry.
Absolutely. Gotcha. This is, I could tell you, this is officially called the shifting walls.
You told us last time. Yeah, the shifting walls.
Yeah, so...
yeah, so
definitely.
he just wants the party to figure out what wall he needs to push, and that's what he's going to do. So, yep, I'm just following at this point, basically.
All right, Siren.
Can I investigate the walls? There's no obvious like path forward, so any of the pivots or something. Just the nearest one.
You can easily point out the pivot that is on. So if we're looking towards that dead end hallway on the southern wall, so from where Siren's looking at on your left, there appears to be a pivot about 10 feet in, and then on the right, all the way at the very end, there seems to be a pivot wall as well. So if you go to the dead end, and that wall has a pivot that you can point out to the party.
I'll point out that one. And could just go investigate it myself, see if I can't do anything with it.
Yeah. You get to it. It's solid. You could make an athletics check to push up against this wall.
I would like to.
Sure thing.
No, it's 6.
It was way easier with rain.
Yeah. That's okay. That's my turn.
Gotcha. Galterino.
All right. So Gelt's just gonna say, I can get into that room, no problem. But getting you eyes in there is gonna be the hard part. Shit, I didn't have enough time to look around when I went the first time. Maybe there's some sort of way to activate this on the other side of the wall. Talking Roop here, but okay. I guess I'll see if I can't find anything else, because Rain, you're on the wall right now, and
I pointed out a pivot for you to help me with. So
Okay. And that's the one that's on the east wall, though.
West wall.
West wall. Okay, so that's where me and Rain are right now, then.
If you head down to the west to the dead end, Seared is pushing on it, and it has pointed out that it is pivotable.
Okay, then I'll just go ahead and try to move it.
Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Okay. First one is. Let me pull it up. Athletics, what the fuck? Oh, cool. That's going to be a 21. Second one is a 19.
Yeah, you go and you push, and you're able, with the 21, you push forward, and imagine, like, a plus symbol. With the 21, you're able, with Siren's help, it starts to push, and you guys move a 45-degree angles, and you can see that it appears that, like a plus side moving. Rain, you can see as they push through, and it clicks in, like a revolving door. You're able to see into that room you're trying to get into. Siren and Gelt, you guys have moved like 10 feet forward to the other side. And you still feel like if you kept going, you could keep moving forward. It doesn't like push into place and stop. It's going to take some more effort, but this seems to be like a whole revolving door in this center.
Did we just kind of want to leave it open for the group, Siren?
yeah,
Okay. Then I think we'll just leave it kind of open and not fully rotate it.
Okie dokie. Yep, Circle, come join you all. At the end, you feel Siren and Gelt make me dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
love that.
14.
18.
Siren, you're able to keep up with the wall. Gelt, you're not expecting it as the wall moves another rotation. You guys are pushed. So you guys got pushed to the west, and now you're being pushed north into another hallway. Gelt, you're gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Siren, you'll take 1.
Okay.
As you're able to keep it. It gets it. Gelt, you feel the full thing, and it hits you right in the back of the ankles. Siren, it like clips and pinches you real hard on your back right ankle, but you're able to keep forward. And you guys find yourself in a small 20 by 10 hallway. Rain, you see Rain, Surik, Alder, you guys all see they push forward, and then it opens, and you can see for just a brief second the kind of room that Gelt was talking about, and then you see it again as it gets pushed another one forward. Yeah, so back to the top. Alder.
Well, I guess there's only, maybe a couple ways forward, but help me. I'll help them push together.
I'll use the help action. Gotcha. Rain.
Yep.
Guess who's taking advantage of the help action? It's Rain. I'm gonna go roll athletics and push the wall.
Gotcha. Go ahead and do it.
That's my duty.
Haha, you're so dirty.
Oh no. That's a 19.
A 19. Yeah, you guys are. Siren and Gelt, make me another dexterity saving throw.
Oh damn it.
At 20.
Nat 20. Nice.
Just a 10 from me.
Alright, this time, Siren take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, Gelt take 2. As you guys are pushed from, you guys are now pushed east, and you find your guys' selves, Gelt, you find yourself in the room.
Yes.
Siren, you now see this room with its escape scrawled all over the walls, but you do see a set of stairs leading up.
Great.
And I'll say for the point of expediency, Circle, join you, Alder and Rain, and after a couple more, 2 more, you guys are able to, revolving door yourselves into this room.
Would you like us to make a dex save so we see if we take any damage like our friends?
Unless Gelt and Siren want to push out of this room, it's going to be on your guys' turn. So you guys aren't
Okay.
getting caught.
Just checking. I was just checking for fairness, to be honest.
Yeah. You
Cool.
don't know how this room works until you know how the room
Nope.
works.
It's weird. It's a weird room.
The four walled pivoting the four walled pivot wall, like a awful stony like an awful stony revolving glass door.
And
But
with
you guys,
everybody. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, you guys all find yourself in this room, and it's as described earlier. You can see this. Looking at this corpse, I mean, it's got to be hundreds, like at least 100 years old.
So just bones.
Yeah, almost completely. However, this room has definitely been disturbed in the past. Go ahead and I'll let everybody make me a survival check.
That's what I'm good at.
That's a 3 from Alder.
13.
13,
18.
18.
And a 20.
Yeah, looking through, you can see various footprints, and dust has been shifted. Looking at the stairs, you can see the telltale signs that other people have moved through this area. And rather recently. There's not like a new fresh layer of dust. Some parts of the room heavily dust and cobwebby, but moving up the stairs, definitely other people have gone through this area.
Got it. Yep. Definitely got others up ahead. And not just whatever denizens are naturally in this place.
Yes.
If there are any. I
Looking
hope there aren't any.
looking at the, especially with that, while the armor is heavily rusted, the body is mostly skeleton with some flesh. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of like moisture or moving air in this room, so it's actually rather well preserved. But the book is almost completely preserved. You see a little bit of fraying on the edges, but still completely intact.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
We found a book.
Well,
I
I
like
would
those.
fancy to take a look through.
We usually like to let you get the first ones over since, it's your like job outside of this job.
I appreciate it on that one. Well, yeah, hand it on over and let me see what I can find.
Alder, you look through, and it's not a spell book. It's a journal, and it doesn't have any dates, but they're entries. The first 7 or so are pretty cognizant. It describes moving through this maze and walls shifting and feeling cold presence getting shoved around by unseen forces, finding different various bodies. Whoever this was on a quest to end the madness of Urash. And after a week, then they start to get more feral. The idea of escape, pleading to escape and find the exit, and you find this diminishing hope of never getting out. The despair sets in, and as you get to the last couple of pages, it's just written in almost Evil Dead Necronomicon style. Just escape, 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 escape.
Well, shit. Looks like our friend here ain't a whole lot unlike us, but to not fared that well, to say the least. Looks like he came around for a similar reason to us, but trying to stop Urash and the source here. Got caught. And, well, you saw what was left of him. Not a whole lot left mentally.
Go ahead,
Too bad.
Rain, roll me a medicine check.
That's the other one I'm good at. That is a 15.
Yeah, looking at this corpse, there's no signs of like a struggle or like stab wounds or broken bones or anything like that. If anything, looking at it because it's well preserved, and just kind of the tightness of it, you're pretty sure that whoever this was died of dehydration more than anything else.
I wonder if they tried to move forward and found something that stopped them, or if something just kept him in this room. It's
Yeah,
very odd.
right there.
Yeah, unless the stairs weren't always right there.
Does he write of having? He
So-
writes of having multiple companions. So
Hmm.
this is the only one we found.
Does it seem like the stairs have any like movement, like mechanics or anything like that?
Make me an investigation check.
9.
Doesn't appear so. That'd be a hell of a trick to get this entire staircase to move. They're made out of stone. You look for it's like scratch marks in the floor and don't see any.
Hmm.
Interesting.
And
Well, it
reading
doesn't
through
matter
all
in
their,
place.
you can
Mhm.
doesn't appear that this individual had any companions. Tried to
Oh,
do it alone.
Bold.
Got into the pyramid. Realized that it was going to take more than one. It could not get back out. Kept finding themselves back into this room.
I see.
Right?
Well, we're not
shame.
trying to go back out that way, so
No,
I think that
we gotta-
this may be a good opportunity to take a short rest because I am bloodied.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll know if something's coming in because the walls are gonna make a hell of a lot of noise and everything like that. So it's actually not a bad idea to take a little breather while we're in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead and start taking a breather. Let's take a quick 3 to 5 minute bio break. Sound good to everybody? Go ahead and
Sounds
roll hit
good.
dice. Roll hit dice. You guys should have. I wrote it down. You guys have your full hit dice after your last long rest because no
Yeah.
one spent more than 2.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
just let me know how many hit dice you spent when I get back. Okay?
Okay.
You got it.
Sounds good.
All right. Cool. And chat, I'm gonna put you on the be right back screen.
Thanks for pushing for that, Siren, because I also
Mhm.
just wanted to get my warlock slot back.
It's always a good idea. I also do get.
yeah, you can
I
use
only
your,
used one, but I still have the mage armor though, and now we get that slot back, so that's nice.
Yeah.
what can I use my?
So I'm gonna post a link to it in chat, but as part of D&D Celebration, they posted the official versions of the Wild Magic Barbarian and the Genie Warlock that are gonna appear in Tasha's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wild magic barbarian. Oh my god.
It is very good, and they reworked it in a way that is actually like not entirely broken because it had the ability to give back like a whole butt ton of magic to people, like actually restore spells. It still can, but it's been toned down.
It sounds fun though.
Oh, it's insane. It's a very cool barbarian. And I like the Genie Warlock a lot. It's complicated, but it's cool. You literally have like a genie lamp that you can hide in.
That's kind of awesome
it is,
though.
yeah.
Also, I'm gonna grab a snack real quick, so I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should go grab a drink. That link does not do what I thought it did. Disregard that because it brings up all the. Oh wait, no. If you go to previews, there you go. Okay. So when you click on that, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of bullshit. But at the top, it says previews, and you just click on the thing.
Okay.
Oh no, just click on the actual. That's what you need to do. So click on the link that was actually like copied in, not the one that was like populated underneath it, and it brings up the actual preview. There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fun stuff. I'm just always happy when we get first time we've seen official content prior to book release, which
Yeah.
is actually pretty cool. And I know Dom is just going to go wild because he loves the Wild Magic Barbarian.
Yes, he does. God.
Which, oh man, it's a contender for the type of barbarian that Rain could be in, potentially.
Are you guys talking shit? Heard my name.
No, I'm not. I was saying, so if you click that link, the actual D&D Celebration previews one, not the one below it, they posted the official versions of the Wild Magic Barbarian and the Genie that are going to be in Tasha's.
I'm so, like, the Genie Warlock is probably my favorite Warlock I have ever seen.
And I know the Wild Magic
adore-
Barbarian is your favorite barbarian.
Yeah, those are, like, the two subclasses I think I liked the most out of all of the last big set, and they're both in there, so, like, as far as Dom's concerned, Tasha's Cauldron to Everything is a necessity, baby.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you want to, just check out those officials.
For Christmas or my birthday, March 13th, if I don't buy it first, which, bitch, you know I'm going to buy it first, that's an excellent gift option for me. So, all right. How's everybody doing? Do we got everybody back?
I will be back in like 10 seconds. Give me one more moment.
Totally fine. Well done, guys. I didn't know how long you guys were going to be
Thank
stuck
you.
in that maze. For a second, I was like, oh, please go towards the east because, boy.
I was thinking about it, but
I think-
just being compelled by that strong undeadness.
Yeah, here.
Yeah,
I think
good.
I think
There
I
you
can
go.
I can reveal a little bit now that we're done with this area. I'll show you guys what it was yous was dealing with, and what could have. It's funny because Nick just told about the D&D celebration. The first big news on my phone is like official release of Genie and Wild Barbarian. I'm like, yeah, well, you know me so well. Thanks Google for fucking having me pinned.
There we go.
All right, yeah. Let me show you the full map of this one area. It's not going to be the correct. How do I want to say it? Direction, but it'll get the point across, I think. You guys can use your big brains. Get your wrinkles. Here's the maze, boys
Oh.
and lady. So you guys came in through the north. So that's the
Thank you for the
right side.
visualization. Because it was
So-
getting... Well, I mean, I can do fine with cardinal directions, no problem.
But yeah, I mean, wasn't going to show you guys till you're done with it.
No, of
because,
course. That defeats the purpose of the fucking maze.
And would it have been easier if we were in person? Yeah, sure. But especially since we're doing it this way, it's like if I show you this, like that's asking too much of you guys.
Yeah, basically, because then it's we
No,
can't
'cause
ignore that. It's just
You
how
can't
it is.
ignore it. I wouldn't be able to overlook it, and so then it'd just be like, all right, how many monsters I gotta shove into you guys to make this seem fair? So I was like, I'll just wait until we're done. But yes, there's the maze. You guys entered in through the north. Alder, I'm sure you were able to figure out that led in a circle that you were going around. I was like, good, got you there. Had you gone to the east, you would have hit that dead end and then had to go back. And had you guys not kept pushing on it, I would have just led you back to the other side. And you guys could have gone all the way back, all the way around for this bad boy. You guys can get
God.
lost in circles. I mean, clearly this dead warrior got lost in circles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really nasty.
I fucking love Ghost Step so goddamn much.
Yeah. Well done.
I was real worried
It's funny
for a
because,
second
like,
there
I
before.
feel like this
I was
entire
too. Like, I was being... Like,
my
as Jacob, I was
inspiration.
worried, but Gelt, like, having felt that, could not resist.
All right, what were you
So-
saying, Kyle? We plowed right over you.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I was just saying, like, for this adventure, I feel like Siren's instincts have been consistently wrong. She's been like, "Let's do this," and someone else is like, "No, let's do this," and she's like, "Okay," and then what they said was way better.
It happens some days.
Hey, Siren, don't beat yourself up too bad about this, cause, well, this place doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's part
enough.
one.
Your,
You know?
Yeah.
your instincts are correct. They're just, this place is incorrect. So,
That's
That is
also true.
comforting. Thank you.
all right, we all back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So, real quick, for you, chat, just so you can see this, because we're on the be right back. They entered in, follow my mouse, through here, came down through here. This is the first wall that shut. There's the furry wall. So this was the furry wall over here. This is the wall that led into the wall of eyes. Over here is where the misty wall was. This is where they're at right now. So the fight took place mostly in this hallway. And then this is the pivoting 4 walls right there. So I thought they were going to do is they could have pushed just once and not continued on, and then gone all up through here, and we could have led right back into this bad boy. Would have been great. Or they could have gone this way and then foop, and then shut him right there, and then have to push. It would have been a whole mess. It would have been great. I would have enjoyed it, but I don't think they would have. So, how many hit die did you guys spend? Or at least, Siren, how many did you spend?
I spent 3.
Okay.
And then I spent 2 as Alder.
Alright, let me...
Oh, you guys
And-
should have told me because I would have been willing to heal you if
Save
Wait,
that
yeah,
for
I figured we
combat.
should save that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, because I can heal you, and then I can burn my channel divinity to give me that spell slot back, and then I can go on the short rest and gain my channel divinity back.
Too late.
It's
Well,
okay. We'll be
that's so cool. Min max
We-
meta knowledge.
People
Now
are
that I
away.
know,
How
but-
can we, I guess
I
tell each
appreciate
other
that
when
you
we're
guys
away.
don't spend your entire time metagaming here, because I will punish you for egregious metagaming. And that one's a little much for me, so use your
Oh.
hit die.
Dom, I did spend 1 of my barbarian hit die to get back up to max.
Spent the barb. I'll make I do yours by letters. I do everyone else by tally marks. So
Yeah,
Spent
I'm
3.
special.
Alder spent 2. Did you spend any hit die?
I spent 1.
Spent 1, and then Rain spent his 1 of his barbarian dice. Correct? Because you got
Yes, that's the
2,
only.
1,
Or,
1,
yeah, I have
1.
2 of that. No, well,
1
yeah.
warlock, 1
yeah.
warlock.
I
one
have them
fighter,
written
1
down
bard.
as just. I've written down different on my sheet because I just keep them as the die size. But yes, correct.
D12, D10. D12, D12, D10, D8, D8.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, who's the other D12?
I have 2 barbarian levels.
Oh, so you get different.
Hit die on
called?
different classes? Correct.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
Well, because
that's-
I really haven't multi-class in all honesty.
Oh,
So.
and I haven't multi-classed this much ever, so it's
Oh,
definitely
wild.
complicated.
Okay.
Four different classes, 4 different hit die, with the double dose of barbarian.
Wild.
Back to it. You guys have your short rest. Patch yourselves up. Take a breather. Talk amongst yourselves. The only way forward, of course, is up these stairs.
So, real quick, while we're on the short rest, Rain is going to talk to Sirik real quick, and he's going to say, "So,
Ooh, I think you
I think
kinda-
we lost
no,
him.
wait, I started talking, and then I completely locked up for a second for some reason. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, he says, so question, just for logistics and thinking of just the things that are in here. Does the is your bow magical technically?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, Sirik, sorry.
Oh, yes. Morcamp Burl is... Well, it's a combination of the Morcamp Burl, which is quite a difficult wood to work with, plus you don't hunt Fae without learning their ways. So, I've
Okay.
picked up a trick or 2.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
I
That is
assume you're talking about the tracer arrow.
no, that was cool. Yeah. I was also just thinking, knowing undead and stuff like that, if it wasn't magical, then it might be harder to use. But never mind. That's awesome. And yeah, the tracer arrow was an interesting little magic. I haven't seen anything like that before, actually.
Well, I've spent at this point 200 years hunting Fae, so
Oh gosh.
Holy crap. That's
I know I look great for my age.
Yes.
color me incredibly impressed. I take experienced professionals rank highly pretty much amongst anything else, in my opinion. So I feel even better having you around.
Well, I wasn't going to be able to do this alone, so I'm glad to run into old friends.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get to getting, I suppose. If it wasn't, as just meta knowledge, if it wasn't magical, I was going to try and convince her to take her brother's bow. But it's magical, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that would have been a hard sell for her.
Mm-hmm.
But so give me your guys' marching order as you head up these stairs.
Probably the classic
Yeah.
Reigns and Aldergill.
But before we actually left, Gelt wanted to do one more quick scan of the room, make sure we're not just leaving anything behind.
Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, how are we taking the corpse?
I'd like to carry him, but I mean, he'd always appreciate his battle buddy's more strength.
It's not a heavy corpse,
Okay.
but by any means, it is rather cumbersome. I would say. But yeah, you can.
makes sense.
You do kind of pick up, put it over. It doesn't like fall apart in your hands. I mean, lots of the sinew and some of like the. It's almost not quite mummified, but it's definitely very well preserved, just due to the lack of elements in here. However, when you do pick it up, you do see something does fall from inside of it, and there is a sack that makes a clinking noise as it hits the ground. And inside is 75 gold pieces.
Heyo.
Well.
So jot that down.
75 GP.
Yeah, so you can get bring the body with you. You'll have to, if anything goes up, you'll need to put it down.
Yeah.
So you can't be, like shield and whip in hand. You're
No.
gonna need at least one hand free to carry this.
Of course, yeah.
So do you? But yes, you can do so.
Cool.
So yeah,
Will do.
you guys are in your typical marching order of, what is it? Rain, Seer, and Aldergelt.
Yep.
Rain, Seer, and Aldergelt. Surik in the very back.
Yep.
You guys begin. You guys begin to head up these stairs, and you go for at least 10 minutes. And you're not sure when it happens, but suddenly you're heading downstairs.
I hate.
And as you guys head down, it evens out into a hallway. The hallway's walls begin to show signs and smells of both ancient and recent combats. You enter into a room and you see bones, broken weapons, and pieces of rusted armor scattered about this kind of a 30 by 30 foot chamber. You see gaping holes. They pockmark the wall, and there's stone rubble is haphazardly stacked near them. Kind of through the holes, you can see additional pathways. Some look original, but others seem to be created by violence of some sorts. Looking around, you can see that there's quite a few different piles of rubble, but towards kind of what looks to be the main exit out of there, you see sticking out of one of the piles of rubble is a chain gauntlet. As you all kind of enter into the room, there's a rattling of bones as from each of these piles, hands begin to crawl out.
Can
Go ahead and roll for
Drop.
initiative.
Bum ba bum.
Ha, ha,
Body has
go.
been discovered.
ha.
That's a 20, isn't it?
That's a 20, isn't it?
You rolled the 20.
I rolled a 18 plus 2.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Ah, yes. A 5 on initiative.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I got less than I like to usually.
Mhm.
We're all spread out.
20,
It's great.
17, Rain at 11, and then Alder at 5. All right. Siren, you can see. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's about what I thought. That's there, Surik. Siren, as you guys are in this inn, so there's 5 of you guys, so should make your way into this kind of room. You can see. Make me what your passive perception. 17. Oh yeah, with the 17, you can see it looks to be taking a quick scan. 7 different hands crawling from you, all in this kind of half circle with the chain gauntlet directly in front of you, lifting up whatever the hand from Adam's Family style is. If anybody could help me out with that reference.
I forget. It's not it because that's cousin it.
Thing.
I think it's Thing.
I think it
So-
is Thing, but
Yeah.
you
So
guys
wait, they
know-
are just hands, though.
They are just hands.
Okay, got it.
Oh. Literally just hands.
How far away are they?
Perfect.
From any given direction, they're about 10 feet.
Siren's gonna run ahead of Rain, and just like between the middle ones, not far enough past them to invoke attacks of opportunity, and then I'm just gonna Thunder Wave.
Yeah, you can get the gauntleted one and 2 others with that. So 3 out of 7.
Beautiful.
You
So
might be
that
able to get
is-
more, but would put your allies in danger.
Yeah, I figured. At least Rain would be. So that's a con saving throw.
Oh, a con. Would y'all believe that they're not the most hardy of things?
No way.
I know, right?
Brutal
So
hands.
that is an 11, an 11, and a 13.
All fail.
Yay!
So they'll take full damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me. And that full damage will be 8 thunder.
8 thunder. They, with great speed, boom, 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 and you see the one in the gauntlet makes this almost gong-like sound as it flies back into the hallway at the other end of the room, and boom, boom, boom. The 2 hands that hit towards kind of the corners of the room almost explode upon impact.
Proud of you.
Nice.
Ooh, I think that'll end it. Okay.
Alright, yeah, alright. Gelt.
Oh,
You see
All
there
right.
are 4 hands. 2 to kind of the right of your group, and 2 to the left of your group.
okay. Well, I have the body still, and I don't really want to, because that's going to cost me an action to set it down, right?
Oh, you can drop it as a free action. You just have to.
That's disrespectful.
Hey, you're the one that wants to carry this body deeper into the pyramid, so price you pay.
True. We're going deeper in this mother. It said exit. Exit where?
The map says exit,
Yeah.
but did you
That's
guys?
exit
Did you
that
think you were
floor.
gonna hit the center of this pyramid and suddenly make your way out of the
Yeah,
pyramid?
actually, hey, just a bit. All right. It's a magic pyramid. There's walls and stuff. All right.
Well, then this is
That's
definitely.
not.
You know what? You're right. It will take an action to put the body down. That's your punishment.
Fucking makes sense. I mean, that's a fucking body. Well then, I won't do that. I'll cast Sanctuary on myself,
With
and
what free
I
hand?
will. Huh?
With what free hand?
Sanctuary?
You've got one hand full of body, and then another hand
Ah.
that you said either has your whip or your shield in it. So with what free hand?
Ah. Okay. Then I guess I will. I'll fucking take my shield in my other hand, and then have the body in the other one. Well, I guess I can't do that either. So I'm gonna fucking set down the body with my action.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I did it. That was
And
me.
then you can cast Sanctuary as a bonus action.
That's okay. It is a bonus action.
Mhm.
I won't do anything actually. I can't do much. That ends my turn. Well, I'll go towards Siren actually, then I'll end my turn.
Okie dokie. Then from the sides, underneath the rubbles, you see. Well, I'll say from your left side. As the rubble is pushed aside, you see the skeleton of a large figure that reminds you guys exactly of a certain captain in a certain jail that you guys defeated.
Oh God.
As
Is it a Minotaur?
Indeed, as a minotaur skeleton crawls out from underneath one of the larger piles of rubble, and makes its way over in the middle of the group. So Seer in front. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a rain attack.
Target acquired.
Target acquired. So this minotaur skeleton is going to make an attack as it charges towards you. It's gonna make a gore attack.
Fight me.
Not will a 14 do it?
No.
All right. So it makes its way over, and you're able to get just low enough that the horns go above you. As it stands back up and begins to reach for a large rusted great axe that is almost. It's not like it's wearing any armor or anything like that. It's like this great axe is held inside of its chest cavity and kind of wedged in between stuff and you can hear the clink, 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 the knocking of this axe against its raw bones as it pulls it out. So
Awesome.
yeah, so that's gonna be Surik. She's gonna take 2 shots at the crawling hands to the right. That one of them's a hit. Yeah, that's gonna be a 9. So she's able to ping one. She fires another one, and it misses completely. It gets a weird angle, and actually, yeah, shooting up towards the right. Gelt, you're gonna take 2 point. Well, actually, that would make it 5 points of piercing damage as it bounces off and catches you.
I don't make it doesn't go against my AC or anything like that.
With the critical fail and her bow proficiency.
Oh, okay,
No,
gotcha.
not with the critical fail on this one. So is it
Okay, makes it 5 points of bludgeoning. You said
piercing?
piercing.
But she already used her tracer attack on the hand, so you don't take any psychic damage.
Okay.
So that's Surik's turn. So that's 4 hands down. Then it's Rain.
Yeah, it is. Is this thing is large?
This thing is large.
Got it.
It's looking at you like, yep, pretty typical Minotaur size right there.
Well, this time I would like to use my bonus action to rage for the first time today.
Rage!
And then he is going to, just with his fist, give it a big ol' just kind of uppercut to like the middle of its bony mass.
Right in the sternum.
And I'm wrecking it.
He's gonna wreck it.
He's chosen to wreck.
That's a 18 to hit.
An 18 will indeed hit. Using
Yay.
your fist for bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And that is going to be 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
So you punch it and you feel you just splinter through its sternum. You can see parts of its ribs drop as it does. 18 points of damage.
Time to get this
Ooh.
rage fucking on.
Cowabunga, dude.
All right,
It
yeah.
feels so vulnerable to your bludgeoning fists.
And I'm just going to stand and deliver as I always do.
Gotcha. Alder, your move.
Alrighty. I will focus on. There's still some hands over on the left side, right?
Mhm. There are two hands that are crawling towards you.
Sweet. Crawling towards me. I will actually go up toward. Are they right next to each other? I assume.
They're like Siren with the 15-foot was able
Could
to
I
hit
stand
three.
within 5 feet of both of them? Is really what I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and position myself for that, and we will do the thunderclap on that. So please make me a Constitution save.
All right.
Make those cheeks clap.
That's a 3 and a 12.
Both fail, so they will take full damage, and that is max damage for 12 force.
Feeling inspiration from Siren this time, the claws go shooting out in opposite directions and poof, poof, shatter upon impact with the various walls. So that's 2 more.
Thunderclaps.
6. So that's 6 down, 1 left.
And then I'll say to Siren, I learned that from you. Gotta get you back on that one.
Yeah, she laughs at that.
So from the right side, you hear another crumbling of rubble as another Minotaur skeleton rises up, looking almost like a twin of the other one, and heads its way over. It's going to join its brethren and take a swing at you, Rain.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to gore first.
Oh, and I did wreck.
Mm-hmm. And you're flanked.
Oh, yeah.
So that one's going to be a 19.
That does just, it's one over my AC.
Gotcha. So, ew, I don't like that noise, whatever that noise was. Yucky. Alright, so, I need my dates. So, you're a lucky bitch. So, for the gore, you're going to take 8 reduced in half to 4. And then an extra, since it did the... Go ahead and make me a strength saving throw.
Which I make with advantage because I am raging. That is a 21.
Yep, we're going to take another...
Excuse me, an 18.
an 18. Still good.
Okay.
And then take another, after reduced by half again, another 4 points piercing damage. But you are not pushed 10 feet away.
Very nice.
As it now does the same motion of pulling out a rusted great axe. Then the final hand is going to sneak on over to Gelt and try to get you.
Right. He crawling.
That is. Hold on. Is it 19 or a 10? Yeah, it's a 19. So that's going to be 22.
Yes.
Alright, you take 1d4. Come on, box, help me out. My dice are really dark, and the inside of this box is really dark. There it is. Okay, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage
All right.
as it throws itself up, and you get, you turn just in time to see this thing like throw itself in the air, turn into a fist, and catch you right on the chin.
Son of a bitch.
All right, back to the top with Siren.
Siren saw Rain do some good work with bludgeoning damage, so she's gonna use Shillelagh with her bonus action onto her quarterstaff and go for the one that was already struck by Rain.
Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like, you can flank it.
I'd love to do that.
And so you do.
With advantage, then, is a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Beautiful. And that's 8 magical bludgeoning.
8 magical bludgeoning. Double to 16. Yeah, another just from the back now. Its rib cage is almost completely shattered apart. A heavy blow.
Beautiful. That's all I can do.
And
Fuck yeah.
very effective. All right. Then it's you, Gelt.
All right. How far away are these minotaurs?
You've got it. You got plenty of movement. Yeah, they're flanking. They're flanking Rain. So you've got the little hands that's on the ground next to you. But you've got enough movement. It's only a 30 by room. You can reach pretty much anywhere in here.
Okay. Cool. So I will go ahead and try to position myself 10 feet away from the one that attacked Rain.
Both of them attacked Rain. So
Oh, the first one. Sorry.
The first one? Yeah, you can do that.
Sure. And I'll go ahead and make an attack on it.
Yep. The hand does, as you move away, get a natural 20 on you. So it claws at you and gets you right in the back of the leg where you're least armored. And you are going to take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As it Evil Dead style. Just
That's all I can think of when you've literally said those.
Yeah.
correct.
Crawling claws are my favorite undead, by the way. So this is like totally my scene.
Okay. All right, and then I will go ahead and make an attack on the first one, or first Minotaur.
Yeah.
2 attacks for that matter, but
Two attacks.
first one's a nat 20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Second one's gonna be a 23.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Double dip that bad boy, bud.
And make sure you roll on all that damage.
You know what? Too, it's also a Minotaur, and Gale has some apprehension towards the ones that have been attacking him, so he's gonna go ahead and Divine Smite this one, a level 1 at that.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll.
Crit.
On the crit, yeah.
That's 2d8 plus an extra d8 because it's undead, so I add an extra
Right.
3d8 at full power. Actually, it's impossible. How would you like to do this with that?
By throwing all my dice at it
Go
and
ahead.
seeing the numbers. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
it's just
let
gonna
you do
kill it anyways.
Oh yeah,
All right,
with a natural 20 and putting a divine into it, if yeah, I can. You can obliterate this thing.
Okay. Literally, as soon as like Gelt's diamond tip touches it on the tip of the skull, it will just burn bright yellow through it, and then just burst in bright yellow radiance as it just disintegrates.
Yeah, the only thing left is like a Wild West style like Minotaur skeleton that you'd see next to like an old covered wagon. You'd probably see it in somebody's front yard to make like a little Wild West. So it has turned into a decorative skull with a mighty smite. You still have another attack, and you are definitely in range to hit the other Minotaur. Or you can smack the fuck out of that crawling hand that just got you.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the crawling hand.
Go ahead and make an attack.
16.
Oh, yeah.
$10?
Yeah, you create a lawn ornament, and then you, using the momentum, you spin back around, and it, and that one, there was a crawling hand there, and there's not even a trace of anything left.
Get that out of here.
To me twice.
Well done. Bye, Minotaur Skeleton. I knew you well. I knew thee well. All right. Well done, Gelt.
Thank you.
That was awesome, dude.
Thank you.
So, Surik is gonna take 2 shots at the remaining Minotaur. Surik, why do you do this? Why do you do this to me? I gave you
Oh
good
no,
things.
baby.
One of them will hit, the other is a 2, so that's not gonna do. But she'll use her bonus action to throw a little extra some into it. See what we get. Okay, 10 points of piercing and 2 points of psychic for 12. Not bad. Alright, that's Cirque's turn. Gonna keep her eyes to the ground. And then it is Rain.
Cool. So this one does not have anybody else besides me next to it, so I couldn't like shift into a flanking position, correct?
Yeah, I mean you could shift around it, but it wouldn't give you any flank.
Okay. I am still probably going to use my movement to get on the other side of it, so Syrian can just run at its back, or technically it would be its front, I guess, at that point and get flanking on her turn. So I am going to use my movement for that. And then I'm going to wreck it and roll a fist attack. That is a 21 to hit.
Will do.
Ooh, with a max 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's gonna take 24 points. And really, you're getting it down. Your guys' skeleton work is par none.
It is like, we should
Seriously?
we should put that on the sign. Skeleton work plus.
Dead, no
Really,
more.
our best work is with skeletons, guys.
It feels good to go back to fighting undead thing. Those things are you're like back to it. This is always the best. So yes, yeah.
Truly.
So you just crack through and you can see the the shatter points all over this.
Kick
done,
ass.
Rain.
Yep, and that is going to be my turn because I do not want to use my bonus actions because they're all limited use things. So that's me.
Alright. Alder.
Alrighty. Now that we can focus on that Minotaur, we'll take a shot at him with the firebolt. And that is a 22.
Yep.
So roll damage. And that is rolling hot on that. That's 17 fire damage.
17.
Oh,
How do you want to do this?
yes.
Oh man. Oh, like after doing that thunderclap, it's like he sucks back that kinetic energy into him and it just feeds the flames again. And he just has that same feeling as before. And it's just like, as the firebolt comes out, like normally it's like he slings it. This time it's like it erupts basically. Like it's just nitro shoots out of him. And just, I imagine, just hits that thing with some impact on it.
Dope.
This time, it's the opposite of what Gelt did. The head of this creature is just... it hits, and then suddenly ash just floats away on the other side as the body tumbles down. And as it hits the ground, all the bones almost splinter outwards. And it is quiet once more.
Well done, everyone.
Nice. Rain wants to take that Minotaur skull because that's cool and a cool trophy.
Yeah, most definitely.
He does also try to see if it fits on his head.
Roll me just a regular d20. Don't add anything to it. Just roll me a d20.
You got it. That's a 12.
A 12? Like, you could definitely get it on there, but it's too big. Like, you put it on, you're just like, oh yeah, I can get this on, and then you take a step, and it, like, falls backwards, and the teeth of this thing, like, hit you right in the nose. Like, how do I get this to stay on here? You can definitely wear it, it just won't stay on well. It's like a hat that's too big.
Perfect. I'm just gonna strap it to my backpack for now. So I just have a big I have a Minotaur skull just on my back.
You could use your longer hair to tie it on top of you, like Cindy Lou Who style.
Oh my god.
I
Cool.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't tell if you're just so stunned by the idea that you can't respond. Just
He's like,
Rain
I have to search
404s.
Cindy Lou Who.
Can you guys not hear me?
we
No.
can
There
hear
we
you
are.
now.
Okay. No, I said I am absolutely going to do that.
Okay. You'll need a little help. Surik, she's like, I've got knot tying. So Surik will help you do that. Go ahead. Yeah, looking around this room, you can see that it does look like there has been some recent fighting in here. There's some fresher blood stains. Looks like maybe 24 hours, maybe less. Looking around, you look at kind of where the gauntlet was, and there's just a bit of a glint of something metal, maybe glass.
Siren was curious about it, so she'll pick it up.
Yeah, let's go check.
Well, she'll take a good look before she touches it.
So yeah, you go through, and as you pass by the rubble where it kind of cleared out from, you do see the unmistakable look of glass, and you kind of dig around and you find 2 potions of healing.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Upon looking at the gauntlet, it's got you pick it up and the hand falls through, and this is a fresh hand.
Oh.
And on that fresh hand, you see several gold and silver rings.
Jesus.
Cool.
So
Waterloo?
you're looking about on its digit, it's got 3 gold rings and 2 silver rings.
Siren isn't particularly squeamish about corpses, so she'll just take them off.
Gotta be a grave robber.
So yeah, go ahead and add 3 gold rings and 2 silver rings.
Okay.
And roll me just real quick an investigation check.
Okay. 11.
11. Yeah, that's enough. You follow kind of the trail, and from kind of where the hand was detached, looking through, tossed haphazardly. You look and you see a bar, and you pull the bar out of one of these rubbles, and it is a solid gold bar.
Jesus.
Oh.
However, this looks old. You can see that it looked like somebody was digging through this pile, probably noticed it. When you pulled all the way out, it still got plenty of dust on it and just a little bit of blood.
Gotcha. Well, does anyone want extra healing potions?
I have 2 on me for the moment. I think
We all do.
actually.
Yeah, we
all
all
have
do.
to.
So
Yeah.
Well, Gelt, you're most inclined to heal us in the middle of combat, so I think at least one should go to you.
and perhaps one for older, since. Well, actually, you're quite beefy
I
now,
was-
aren't you?
I'm a little bit. I mean, I personally was gonna say maybe give it actually to Rain. I mean,
Gotcha.
or Sarek. I don't know if she actually has anything on her.
Yeah.
Why don't you just hold on to it, Rain?
Okie dokie. You know, I'm also inclined to try and run over and heal people if I can, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Plus,
Coolio.
I don't know, just bonus action, just sort of down it if you need to.
Also,
buddy?
yeah, I do punch a lot, so I have a free hand most days.
Yeah.
Cool. Good find. Good eyes, Siren.
Thank you.
Also, a gold freaking bar.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it?
Does it have any particular markings or anything on it, Dom, or does it just look old and it's just a
Looks-
pressed gold bar?
Looks old. You've seen
Got
you've
it.
seen some like Mole Master printed gold bars. You've seen some Flan gold bars. You've seen some Termish silver bars. I mean, you guys have seen a good chunk of valuable metal bars. This one, however, this one doesn't bear any of those markings, and it does look. I mean, it's still gold. I mean, luckily gold doesn't deteriorate or anything like that. But looking through, it's like this might have been here since 150 years plus, maybe before even Run of Blades came and cleared out this pyramid the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. At the very least, you know, you can dwarf style like, put your teeth on it. You're like, yeah, that's some good gold right there. Woo!
It's got
Found
that
us
nice
some
rind on
gold.
it.
I love leaning into dwarf shit like that, so maybe not as ridiculous as
Prospectory.
that, but he definitely is just like, oh yeah, no, that's like incredibly pure, very old gold.
You kind of SpongeBob with that with the chocolate bar, kind of slide your teeth against it. It doesn't curly cue out like that, but you're just like, oh yeah, the teeth never lie. That's some good gold right
Oh
there.
my god.
hmm
Amazing.
A little dusty for your taste though.
And dwarf.
You broke out there, guy.
Ooh, yep, we heard and dwarves and then nothing.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes,
Yes.
there it is.
Okay. Yeah, my internet gets spotty towards like 8 or 9 o'clock sometimes.
It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he said dwarves have a have a palate for metals and things like that. So yeah, it is dusty for his particular taste.
And actually, Rain, make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh my god. It's an
I'm a-
evil gold bar.
I'm a bard. I'm good at those. Not good at those. 7.
Oh no.
Rain, you have it in your mouth and you just feel this pull, and sucks it right down.
Huh?
Ate it?
What?
We ate the gold?
And you feel,
What?
you hear that,
Oh.
you hear a small laugh and the clittering of coins.
Son of a bitch. I'm
And
sorry.
you come back
guys.
to your senses and you're like, and you just feel like, you feel like there should be just like the weight of this gold brick, but there's nothing in your stomach.
Rain, did you just
Um,
did you just swallow that?
friend, are you okay or?
He
That
was
was-
talking about how much he likes eating gold and stuff, and he ate our gold.
Hey,
Is that how you turned into that? Like that
Hey.
kind of thing, or?
are y'all gonna let me talk or not?
This is the guy who's eating our gold.
Hey, that was
You eat
purely
one gold bar,
accidental.
Now I'm the weirdo. Like
It was purely accidental and also religious.
Alright, well, when we
IO
get back,
type-
we're
IO
gonna
type-
have to keep an eye on Ryan, make sure he doesn't accidentally inhale our safe when we're not looking.
I owe Timora money, so
Oh, yeah.
she decided to collect.
does she just decide whenever, or how does that even work?
She's like the IRS, alright? They'll just take it from anywhere they can.
How does any gods do anything? I can't answer the question because
Well, I
she is
figure they don't
more
make
than
you
me
eat
indebted
it.
to me. Well, she does. She did. How else she gonna get gold from me?
Yeah,
Gil,
are you
does
not
Tyr
paying
make you
her?
eat stuff?
Huh?
Gil,
He
does
hasn't
Tyr
made me,
make you eat stuff?
he hasn't made me eat my hand yet.
Ugh. I don't want to
You
think
know,
of that.
well, Timora is a trickster, and this was hilarious in like actual narrative senses, and is going to go in the story of this adventure. So, I apologize. I'm very sorry, but I can't do anything about it.
Oh, it's fine, Rain. I'm happy you're still here, alive and kicking. That's all that matters.
So wait, do you like have to pay Timora like once a
It's
month or something like that?
it's complicated. I have several. My deal with Timora has several stipulations, and I'm dealing with this. This one wasn't really on the front of the document, but I haven't put gold in my mouth since I came back. So fair on her.
Wonderful. So the path that there is a path ahead of you at the end of the other 30-foot wall, where Siren, you did find the gauntlet after you rocketed it down that hole. So, you guys continue. You get back into formation and continue down this hall. You go for maybe not even half the time of you guys going down the stairs. There's no up or down. It's just more flat. And you enter in another room. The first thing you notice when you enter this room is this ear-splitting noise. It's a spine-numbing grinding and screeching. It sets the hair on the back of your neck on end. And looking into this room, it's about a 25 by 25 room, so a little smaller than the one you just were in. And over a dozen of these 3-foot-long blades of rusted iron jut from the slots in the ground. The blades jerk and shudder violently. And as you guys are entering, you can see a group of men turn their eyes. It looks to be 4 of them. Their eyes turn towards you, dead, gauging by the look of these awful, terrible, bloody wounds that they bear, but sentient, judging by the unmistakable glint smoldering in their cloudy eyes. Go ahead and roll me initiative, guys.
Ooh.
Ah,
Haha.
Oh, not good that time.
lots of
I am-
fights tonight.
Even better.
Let's take a look-see. Take a look in the book.
That's another 5.
All right, I don't have to make any changes to Alder. Sweet.
Yep. Nope. I'm right where I am.
Ah, yes, here we are. So, see. Sharon. All right, Siren leading the way. Then,
As always.
and then go at 6, and then Alder at 5, and then Surik. Yeah, Surik, you're not doing much better either. So to kind of set the stage of this room, so it's a 25 by 25 foot room. So if we were to number it going from left to right on squares, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the rows of 2 and 4, there are blades, and then the next 5 feet on 1 and 5 there are blades. And then that's kind of the pattern it goes across. And you can see as the room goes, as you guys kind of entered in, Siren, you would be the only one with the passive. You hear kind of a stone click in from the side as you kind of pass into this room, and they start to kind of move between those 2 to the sides. So you have kind of this center path, this 5-foot path that leads all the way straight down, and you can see that one of these ghouls is impaled, and the blade looks like it's bent. And while some of these other blades, every round they're gonna go back and forth just to kind of set the stage. But this one, it's about 20 feet in on square number 4, so on the right. This ghoul is like stuck, and the blade looks like it's bent, and it's making this awful, like the blade can't continue to move any longer. So, that's all important information to know. Siren, your move.
Oh boy. Hmm. This is kind of a toughie. Jesus. What's the best move here? Okay, so I guess the question would be, since you said they're moving each turn or each round. Can Siren tell where she would be safe within the next, round?
Yeah, you can see the paths kind of in the floor. That they move,
Okay.
They move on a 10-foot track, going back and forth. So right now,
Okay.
directly, so as you guys enter into this, had you guys moved any further to the sides, they would have sprung up and got you immediately. But they're going to move towards the wall and then back towards the center. Not enough to get into that very fifth one. But looking at the very back of it, there doesn't seem to be a door at the very back. You've got enough passive perception to see that, so you feel pretty confident. You can see it as long as you follow the things on the floor.
So, are all the ghouls directly in front of us, or are they kind of in various locations?
There's 2 are definitely in front of you. One is stuck on the blade that I described on number 4 to the right, and there's a third one that's kind of up against the wall. I would say that's second row, tile number 1. So on the left side.
Is there a place I could get to try and thorn whip that one into some blades?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Let's give that a
25
shot.
room, and you've got 30-foot range, so you can pretty much hit anybody from anywhere with Thorn Whip right now.
Oh,
That is true. That's very true. Oh my god. My die hate me. That's a crit fail.
Crit
On
fail.
that spell attack.
So you go for it, but it wraps around the blade, and you pull yourself 10 feet forward into the room.
Dope.
So on that, Siren, you're going to take
Dope. I love this
3
game
points
so
of
much.
piercing damage or slashing damage as you pull yourself in. So it's so on that it's undead, blade, Siren. As you both are kind of like have your chests on this blade, and you guys are making some intense eye contact.
Ouchie.
If you had love for the undead, this would almost be romantic.
As it happens, I don't.
Is bloodlust the same as love?
Depending on who you ask.
Lust.
Yeah, we're about to find out, I think. But I think that's gonna have to be my turn.
Okie dokie. So then moving down, it is the ghoul who is stuck tries to free itself from the blade, but let's see if it can. Not with that 5, it can't. So then the ghoul that's on the opposite side of Siren is going to make an attack against you, Siren.
As it would.
As that is wont to do. So, all right, that is it's going to try to taste a little bite out of you. So that's a 16.
Fuck. Yeah, that just hits.
Just hits. Gotcha. 7 points.
You
of
always
damage,
catch me with those
piercing.
16s. 7. Okay.
So it takes 7 points of piercing damage as it comes across, and the almost drives itself deeper into the blade, like it has no regard for its own safety. And it's gonna take 5 points of slashing damage as it does.
That's something.
So yeah, jot that down. All right. Then it is Rain.
Got it. So, there's 2 that would be immediately kind of like in the center of the room, right?
So there's 2 that are gonna begin heading down the path. There's the one that Siren is engaged with, and the one about 20 feet into the room on the right, which is stuck on this kind of bent out of place blade. So you could definitely start running down there.
Yeah. He is going to start running down the center. But as he is going, he is going to use an action to spit an insult out at the one that Siren is next to, as it needs to make a charisma saving throw. And since I just ate gold, the visual effect of this vicious mockery is literally a gold coin spitting out of his mouth as he finishes saying the insult.
Pink. Yeah, so it's a 14 minus 2 for 12.
Yeah, he fails. So it takes 6 points of psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Good to know.
And then he is just going to draw the liar and get shield and weapon right up in front and block the path of the other ghouls to my friends.
Gotcha. So you're about, I'd say you're about 15 feet in. If you wanted to block the path and then not stand right next to the one that is on the bent blade.
Perfect.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I get
That'll
you.
be my turn.
All right. The one that is leading in front of the other is going to walk towards you and go ahead. It's going to make a claw attack. Let's say 14.
That misses.
All right. So yeah, it is not able to make that attack. Then it's the one behind it. So it's gonna try to go around, and it's going to try to shove you, Rain, into the blades to your left. So let's have that good old strength contest.
19 plus 6 for 25.
Yeah, not enough. So it is unsuccessful in its shove.
I am the shortest wall.
Then it is Surik's turn. She's going to take 2 shots from what she can see. She's going to take one over at the one that's fighting you, Siren. It's actually going to take 2 shots at that one. She doesn't like what she sees. Oh, finally. The other direction.
I love her.
Yes, good.
So she fires 2 shots, and you guys see two arrows fly across. One hits the first eye, the other hits the second eye, and then you see a purple third arrow trace behind it. It hits right in between and makes almost like a triangle on this thing as it pins it to the back wall, and it moves no longer.
Nice.
She's got really good target placing. Damn.
She's very good with that bow. Would you believe that she's very good with that bow?
We got you. We got you, boo.
So that takes care of that. Then it is going to be Gelt.
All right. I guess I'll just move forward. Right up next to Rain. Try to avoid these blades.
Yep, you're doing a pretty good job of it. Luckily, this middle path seems, for the most part, pretty safe.
Okay. Well,
you can attack the one that's in front of Rain or the one to Rain's right. They're both easily within your range with your 10-foot whip. And
okay,
Rain is short enough to hit above.
Okay, then I'll forego my shield to have the body still with me. And I'll make the attack on the one that's, I guess, closest to Rain. Why not?
One in front of Rain or the one to the right? They're both equal
Oh,
distance.
Yeah,
in,
they're
in
both
front.
next to
Yes,
me.
you're right. Jesus Christ. Yeah, right. Or in front. Jesus.
In front, go ahead. Make your attack.
First one's going to be a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Second one's going to be a 10.
The 10 doesn't do it, but the 25 definitely do.
Cool. 12.
12, nice. Yeah, you're able to, you go to the right and you're trying to make a kind of a big sweeping motion. The ghoul to the right is low trying to push, so it goes above that ghoul's head, but the other ghoul is not so lucky as your whip whips around from the right and strikes it straight into the jaw. And now that you guys are closer, you can tell that these are not old bodies. These are fresh. And each one bears the same black and red colors.
Yeah, the living ones fall, and then they raise the dead.
Seems to be a pretty effective way to go about things. Death
Red
is-
wizards fucking suck.
Never waste a body. So, nice, Geltz. I assume you're just gonna stand and be
Yeah.
battle. You're gonna go with your battle buddy.
That's right.
All right, Alder.
Okay, so I will head then to this. I'll head towards the back of what seems to be this middle row that my comrades are in. If I'm in the middle towards the back, does it look like a blade will hit me or no?
If you stay on the center path, you feel pretty safe. So if you wanted to move, around through the blades, you're smart enough, and I mean you can see it. You could see the path that they're gonna align. So like I said, that first that first row, so the row number 1 are the closest to the path, and the next row are the farthest from towards the sides of the wall, and then it goes in and out in a similar pattern. So that would be like 3 right next to the 5 foot, and then 2 like 10 feet away from the center path. Does that make sense? Think classic, kind of dungeony.
It does a bit. I'm honestly having a little bit of the trouble with mentally putting it together,
what
so
are
that's
you
why I
trying to-
double checked.
What are you trying to put together? Alder's smart enough to put this together, even if Ryan's having a hard time visualizing this.
I'm essentially just trying to stand in a space behind them without necessarily staying in a path where a blade might come through.
If you stick in the center path, that has no slots in it, so it's not like the blades come across that center spot. So if you stay in the center path and stay in a line, you'll be safe.
Okay. I will stay there with that, and then we'll take a shot at the one that's on Rain's right.
On Rain's right. Gotcha. Go ahead and make that shot.
Cool. And that's a 19.
A 19 will do.
And that's for 10 fire damage on that.
10 fire damage. Yeah, you light it up. It doesn't burn as nice as older undead, but its flesh is still supple.
Oh, gross.
I know, right? So, we go back to the top of initiative. As it begins, all of the blades minus the one of the bent blades switch positions. They begin to... so, Siren, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'd love to. 14?
14 will just do. So it begins
Nice.
so it begins to head towards you, and you're able to kind of shimmy out of the way, avoiding the bulk of the damage. You'll take 1 point of slashing damage.
Okay.
Everyone else is in a relatively safe spot. So now, Alder, from where you're standing, there's room. There's a 5 foot square to your right and to your left. Siren, you'll be able to, if you want, you can move forward into where that ghoul used to be, or you can move back into that center spots. But those blades have come in. Gelt, where you were standing, they've moved out. Actually, that ghoul, that's over there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's just not got it. So the one that's to Rain's right is gonna take 3 points of slashing damage. And then at the very back opens up. So you all now kind of see the paths that these blades go about. So, Siren,
Cool.
your move. Your move.
I'm gonna just try that I want to try that thorn whip trick again, with more success. Is there any that I could catch into some blades, or?
Yeah, absolutely. The one in front of Rain would make a great target.
Cool. Let's try that again, shall we? At least that's not a 1. 12.
12 just does it.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. Nice. So that's D6 of piercing, and they're pulled
2d6
closer to me. 2d6. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
oh
we're
yeah,
level 5
it
now.
scales up. Yeah. It's another 2, so 8.
So 8, and then it's going to take 3 more. So you throw you point your staff forward, and it comes alive and shoots out that kind of purple tinged thorn whip, and wraps around and pulls back straight into the blade. And as it does, it just, like a log going down a sawmill, is cut completely in half.
Yay.
Beautiful. That's more like it.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll move further in that next space where there was a ghoul. That's still a safe space, right?
It's a safe space for now. The saw will return. You could make
In the next round.
You could make an acrobatics to try to see if you could hop over and jump into kind of the safe middle ground.
Oh, interesting. Do I see any real benefit to doing that, or am I kind of good where I am?
You know that as soon as it comes back, you're gonna have nowhere to go. So it was safe.
I see.
Yeah. So it was that allowed you to pull that in and kill that other ghoul, but you'll have to try to dodge the saw as it comes back towards the wall.
I see.
So what you could
Okay.
do, however, what you could do is you could move 10 feet towards where you entered, because that spot is open now, and then move another 10 feet diagonal again to circumvent it. So yeah, it'll take your whole movement.
That sounds like the wiser decision, so I'll do it that way.
So yeah,
Do
so
the
now
big brain move.
in a line, it's Rain, Gelt, Siren, Alder, Zurich.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's the end of my turn.
Well done. Then it is Rain.
Got it.
Hold on. Let's see. Can it break free from the saw? Yes, it does. It wrenches the saw even more, and you can see it pulled a huge chunk out of this. It starts to that saw does not move, and kind of tears part of it from. It comes back around. It's actually going to shove you, Gelt, now that it's free.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Nat 20.
Yep. No, it goes to shove you, but does not. You're able to stand your ground. So that's its turn. Now it's Rain's turn.
So it is standing in a space where there will be blades in the near future, correct?
Yeah, I think like the only one that is. Yeah, because that one got put in half. So yeah, you could definitely push the one that is by you into a blade, if you wanted to.
I had a different thing because I'm just trying
okay.
out my new magics that I have.
What were you thinking?
So this is something that I had in the first session and had to get rid of because the bards lost it in one of the UA revisions. But warlocks have it. as much like using vicious mockery, he begins to say some words, but this time it's in Dwarvish, and it's these kind of deep Dwarven grudges, as it needs to make a intelligence saving throw against Mind Sliver.
Yeah, that's a 12.
That fails because my DC is a 13. And it takes 6 points of psychic damage and subtract a d4 from its next saving throw it has to make.
You say that, and blood begins to fall from its eyes as more and more liquid pulls out of it, almost like it quickly decays from the inside and drops at your feet.
Oh, okay.
Well, that'll
that
give it
works.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that'll work. Cool.
Surik is going to take shots at the one that tried to shove you, Gelt.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Gelt. You're going to take another arrow.
Jesus Christ, Kirik.
Yeah, you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage.
Incredible.
Yeah. However, the other one does hit, and she'll put the tracer into that one. Fucking such little damage.
Gelt, are you a fae?
No. Why?
I don't know if I believe that.
True. God damn it. Lady.
So that's her turn. As those shots fire out from the ceiling, you hear a and there's a small pause before there's a large splat as this awful pus-colored jelly-like thing lands on the floor. It lands right on top of one of the blades, taking 9 points of slashing damage. However, as it drops through, it splits into two, and then two of these creatures are now in front of you. It's going to take an attack against one of the ghouls, and the other one against you, Rain.
I am having flashbacks.
Indeed, you are. They're both medium sized now, but that is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Your biggest enemy returns. Ooh, that is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of acid damage.
Oh no, it's them.
There's this heavy thud followed by the unmistakable feel of acid burning on you. It's going to do the same to the ghoul. That 12 is going to hit. Yeah, as it completely engulfs the ghoul that was that finally freed itself, and you watch it just engulf this ghoul, and you watch it just melt away inside of its body.
Gross.
Right. All right. Gelt.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and still follow fucking Rain. And there's still one more ghoul alive.
No, there's no more ghouls anymore. Now it's this awful. You see to your right where that ghoul tried to shove you is this yellow, jelly-looking creature, and then right in front of Rain, and you can see its latch on to one of his arms, and you can see it pulling back in. Rain, you can see that it almost like strips. Your tattoo doesn't change, but it's stripping some of the gold off from your left arm.
Gross. That was a gift, asshole.
And underneath, as it rips off the gold, you can see the unmistakable color of blue.
Yes.
I'm very upset.
Oh no.
Though, if I scar blue under gold, that's super badass, actually. Okay, continue.
So I'll
Glad
go
you
up
like.
and help out Rain, actually, and make an attack on this amorphous creature. And I'm gonna do that. First one's not going to hit, being a 10.
It does hit.
Oh, well, then the second one will hit, being a 14.
Both hit.
Okay.
Yeah, oozes can't move very fast. They are not not the most dexterous motherfuckers.
20 damage.
20 damage. Yeah, you get the first one. You feel it just. What kind of damage is this though?
It's my silver whip.
And that's slashing.
Yes, whips are slashing.
Yep. You
Son
slash.
of a bitch.
You slash it twice, and then suddenly there are 3 of these creatures, now small.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
So
Alright. Cool.
Yeah. So now there are 4 of these creatures.
Well, that's all I can
Cool.
have. Sorry. So that's going to be Gelt's turn.
Excellent. Alder. Alder. Alder.
Oh, there it goes.
Sorry, y'all. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I lost you right after Jacob split the oozes again. Did I miss anything there?
There are 3 small oozes in front of Rain, and for this, since they're small, they're all gonna occupy the same space. And then there's a medium size of this jelly, to Gelt's right.
Okay, gotcha.
So there are now 4 enemies on the field.
Okay, well, I'll take. I know I have 5 feet to move left and right. I will move to whichever side gives me a better view on the ones in front of Rain, and we'll take a shot there.
Go ahead and make a shot. Go ahead and make a shot.
18 hits.
18 does definitely hit.
Certainly, they are not fast ones. And that's for 11 fire damage. So we thread the needle in there.
One of them evaporates.
Fire good. Fire good.
Yes, unlike some of the former creatures you fought, these seem to burn just like anything else.
Good stuff.
After Alder, you hear another.
Oh God.
No.
As it lands to the left next to Siren and Alder, landing on one of these blades. It does not split into 2. So, like Jello, and it is going to. Let's roll, see which. It's going to attack the one that just threw fire. Siren, as it moves towards Alder, you may make an attack of opportunity against it.
Okay. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey!
I
take
don't have
those.
Shillelagh on it right now, but it's fine. It'll still be 12 bludgeoning.
12 bludgeoning. Yeah, you poof. Knock it, give it a good old whack. It does not split or anything like that. So it moves past, and it rolls a 14 against you, Alder.
14, that would hit, but I will shield.
So it goes, and you feel it start to envelop around you. And you put out that shield and kind of push it back. All right, back to the top with Siren. As the blades move once again, those ones are safe. Alder, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Okay. Did not roll hot, so I will use a ring of evasion charge for this one.
You take 1 point of slashing damage.
Nice.
That thing, however, does split into 2, but minus the 12, so yeah, okay. So this large jelly that was just encompassing you just gets cut straight into half into 2 medium creatures. There are now 5 of these kind of yellow pus-colored jellies. Seer nearby, you are well within range of dose of them, the 2 medium ones.
Okay. Melee range.
Yeah, definitely.
Would I be able to hit either of them with firebolt instead of a melee?
With disadvantage, you could.
Yeah, I'll just shillelagh and do a bludgeoning attack then for regular 20 to hit.
Yeah, regular 20 will hit.
Fucking minimum damage for 3.
For 3. What? What's your wisdom?
Oh, that's right. It's wisdom for my shillelagh. 5.
5? Okay, yeah. You're able to make contact. It shrinks by 1/3.
Okay.
All right. Rain.
Yeah. I hate this, and I hate it for my friends too. So
I
how
hate
many
for my friends.
how many
Sorry.
medium-sized ones are there?
There are 2 medium-sized ones and 3 small ones.
Got it. Well then, Rain is going to use his action and a warlock spell slot, and the 2 medium-sized ones, and whichever of the small-sized ones seems the biggest, I guess, need to make charisma saves. As he spits an even deeper dwarven grudge as he casts Bane.
That's a 2, a 10, and a 9.
They all fail. They take minus D4 to all attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute.
Gotcha. Nice. All right. Then it is. It's gonna be Surik. She's gonna try from back here. Yeah, there's 2 medium ones that are right there. She's gonna try to take shots at. Okay. Thanks, Surik. Way to come to the party. Both are gonna hit. She's gonna do one apiece. It's gonna be. Nope, that's the wrong. That's not a D8. That's a D10. Not the same. We are not the same. 5, 6, and then she'll. That one can get the extra force. So. She'll hit the one that you hit, Siren, with the first shots, and with a 9, it doesn't quite do it. So she'll fire a second one, and this one, the tracer, follows through, and that does 8 points, 6 piercing and 2 acid. She's able to destroy the one that is not baned. So there's 1 medium one, the one that's basically right on top of Alder. The other medium one is dead. And then there are 3 smaller ones over by Rain. Only
Hello, my small children.
Yes, and only one of them is non-baned. So, nice, Surik. It is then the it's the little ones. So all 3 are gonna try to get you. 2 of them or 1 of them, I believe, because you got the 2 big medium ones.
Yes. You are
biggest of the
correct.
small ones. Okay. So
Correct.
that was my mistake. So they're all gonna. Here's the D4 to add to it. They're all gonna try to.
Or subtract from it.
Yes. Add the D4 to take away the D4. I gotta add the math to subtract the math. So, the D4 turns one of these from a 19 to a 15.
Yes.
Another one is another one is a 19.
That one does
It's
hit.
15 plus 4, and then this other one is a 17 plus 4 for 21. So,
Oof. Yeah, 2 of them hit. The one.
so what? And I need. Nope, that's all. So, you'll take 12 points of piercing damage between the two of them, and then 8 points of acid damage between the two of them. So for 20 altogether.
I'm looking spicy.
Looking spicy. Got it. Yeah, you can feel
I
it.
mean,
This is
actually
awful
very
because they're not grabbing at your arms this time. This time they get you get one on each leg.
I hate it.
Yeah. And you can feel you're like, my leg hair, no!
And I do keep up Bane with a 12 and a 13 on Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
Nice.
20 is just enough for both of the DCs to be 10. So, cool. Nice. Go baby ooze or baby jelly. Baby jelly.
You know, after watching the Power Rangers movie, Dom, it really changed
my
my view on
God.
this.
Oh
What do you
my
call moose?
God. Yes.
Wait, are we talking about the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie?
Yes, with
The
Ivan
very,
Ooze.
it's so. That is okay. I'll go on a tangent later, so I don't just ruin everything in the middle of combat. But that is all nostalgia all the time for me.
Excellent. All right. Now it is Gelt.
All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and attack one of the smaller oozes.
Go for it.
Snoozes.
You
No,
ooze, you
just-
lose.
I
First
just want
one's
to put
going
one in
to
a
be-
jar and name it Snooze.
On nat 20.
On nat 20, and you're using your whip.
Yes.
Yep. Go for it.
The second one's going to be 14.
Yep. That hits again.
That's another 20.
There are now 4 tinier
For
jellies.
fuck's sake.
Your slashing damage seems to continue to split these into smaller and smaller pieces. There are now a whole host of them, getting smaller and smaller.
Yep, we're gonna stop that. That's all I can do.
Well done, buddy.
Give it a shot.
So,
4 of them, actually.
Alder.
Okay. Couple things just to make sure here. The one that is right on top of me, did that one get baned or no? I missed that.
That
part.
one is baned.
Yep.
It
you can
is
see
baked.
you can see a glowing, glittering coin bouncing around inside of its oozy form.
Sweet. And then is Siren within 5 feet of me? I just want to know if I thunderclapped if she get hit.
No.
Sweet. Then we are gonna go ahead and go with that. So please make me a con save.
Con save. There.
Minus D4.
Oh, yeah. It's with the minus D4. That's a 1.
Ooh, nice. So you're gonna eat. Well, I rolled really low though, so that's only 3 thunder damage.
3 thunder damage. Gotcha. Alright, well, it's going to return to make an attack against you, Alder.
Go for it.
That's a 10.
That do not hit.
Oh, wait, hold on. Where's that
Oh.
D4? That's a 6.
It especially don't hit.
Definitely don't hit. Alright.
It's like
that was
trying to
just
touch
for
me,
me.
but the mage armor itself is almost like boiling, where it would be touching me at that point.
So the saws move once again, however, in the opposite directions. Although you're safe this time, and it doesn't get any of the small jellies because they're right in front of Rain. All 4 of them.
Gosh.
Oh, I have a plan, and I think you're gonna like it.
So Siren, it's your move.
Alright. That situation over by Rain looks pretty spicy.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and is the spot I'm in safe for another round, or am I gonna?
Oh
need
yeah,
to...
you're in the center path, so
Oh, okay,
the center
cool,
path
cool,
is never in danger.
Cool. I'm gonna just firebolt one of the tiny ones. Just get it out of here.
Okie dokie. Go for it.
It's a 21 to hit.
A 21 to hit, yeah.
These 4. That's 16 fire damage.
Psst. 1 disappears.
Yeah.
Alright. Now it is rain.
So, Rain is going to use a bonus action and grab the new potion he just got and down that.
Okay, gotcha.
Which, when we do it as a bonus action, I actually roll for it.
Mm-hmm, correct.
Cool. So I heal for 8,
Nice.
which brings me back up to 24, which is still well below half for me. Now, how tiny are these tiny ones at this point?
Tiny. That 4 of them can fit in a 5x5 space. Well, there's 3 of them now, so.
So, Rain's being weird, but I like the idea. I am going to attempt to use the now empty vial in my hand to capture one of these oozes in a vial.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Got it.
Because they're not
You
animals.
really gonna get snooze?
These guys are this time they're tenacious. They got small and they weren't tricky. I like these ones. That's a 13.
A 13? Let me roll an acrobatics for it and see if it can. It has a -2. Yep, that's a 6. So you scoop one of them up. We'll say it's the one with Bane. So the one that's got your little. Your coin has also gotten smaller and smaller as well. So there's a tiny, tiny little coin, not maybe the size of a dime, if not smaller, bouncing around inside of it. So
Perfect.
you now have
Perfect.
a vial of aqua jelly, tiny, tiny aqua jelly. So,
Perfect. That's my
nice.
turn.
All right, Surik. Surik's gonna see if she can pin those 2 tiny ones as a show of force.
Oh my god,
Don't
Surik.
crit.
Come
No.
on, honey.
One of them does hit, but the other is a critical fail.
No!
So one of the jellies is got the other one. I'm so sorry, Rain, but it's a hard shot.
Does Sarah have like performance anxiety? I feel like
It's a hard shot. She's
What
trying
is,
to ping.
what is with your NPCs who try to help us? That's the worst shit ever.
Rain, you're gonna take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
And she gets you right in the back of the
Surik.
leg. Just like the first one shoots right between your legs, and you're like, "What a fucking shot!" And then, ah! And anyone who speaks Elvish can hear her say the Elven equivalent of "fuck."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
You and whoever understands Dwarvish hears a very angry Dwarven version of fuck.
Yeah, they say it at the same time, so it's like a weird base. I always imagine Dwarvish as almost kind of like I always assume Russian, just because dwarves to me always feel super Russian. And then Elvish being, I always kind of think of Elvish as French, just me personally. So French and Russian just fuck. So that's sorry.
Worse.
Okay.
If I go down to 0, that's her fault now.
Yeah. Sorry. So the little tiny jelly is gonna try to get you. Will a 15 do?
No.
All right. It is. It tries. You can feel. It's eating away through your shoe.
Stop.
It's like Marcel, but a jelly.
They're so tenacious. This is what he can't help but like these things. They're just trying so hard.
All right, Gelt, it's your move.
Right, so I'm fucking done slashing these things. So I really honestly can't do much.
Step around and stab it with that rapier.
Yeah, rapier's
Yeah,
piercing.
I guess that's true. That is piercing. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll do that then. Put away the whip.
You drop the whip, pull the rapier out. Go ahead and make an attack.
That is going to be there. It is 1. Ooh, no, that's a crit failure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Roll a d8.
Please don't
Oh,
stab me. Please don't
My
stab me.
God.
I've been stabbed again.
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking max damage.
I've been
What?
stabbed
You
again.
stabbed
Come
straight through Rain's
on.
foot.
No!
The one that is on Rain's foot. You're like, I got this, and you stabbed straight through Rain's foot.
I have 6 hit points.
I'm sorry, dude. I'll heal you.
I'm about
Rain,
to
I'm
start
gonna
giving
defeat
off-
you using your party members.
I'm about to just start giving everyone portents just so they like miss okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. This is too much. All there is to
Yep,
Oh,
that's what I do. Well, that's what
this
Gel
is
do.
wild. Please,
Oh,
please make me another Constitution save. Jesus Christ.
yes, we got it. That's a critical fail.
Sweet. And so that'll be 7 thunder damage.
Okay, you explode out in thunderous energy, and the medium one beside you shoots out in all directions, splattering most of your party. Pretty much everyone, minus you, has little bits of jelly.
Everyone got slimed, guys. Everything's better now.
All right, at the top of the round, Zero to move.
I'm just.
I want to attack this I'm so scared that I'm gonna kill Ray.
Attacks and started using saving throw spells when y'all started rolling ones.
I don't have any of those that won't hurt you.
I know. No. I was just. I noticed the trend, and then I guess my smarts just backfired on me, and I took all the bad luck.
Well, I've been trying to save my spells, but watching that happen, I
No,
don't think
it's
I
so
can.
small. It's so small. Just hit it.
Okay, fine. I'll just attack it with a firebolt. Thank God. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Oh God, no. Drop the die. We're just gonna roll this one twice. That's 11 fire.
And the final jelly is defeated.
The evil is defeated.
We are out of initiative.
Oh, thank God.
Or I could go lie down for a while, guys.
Let's get out of the blade room,
And
please.
also, did y'all get hired to murder me? Seriously? Are you in league with your brother? Did he come to you pissed and you shoot me now?
I'm so sorry. I thought I had that shot. I really did. I really thought I had that one.
It was all from
really,
behind.
really small. I got the other one. I thought I could make a twofer. I really here. Hold on. And she goes and she pulls the arrow out of you. Still good.
Yeah, I'm glad the arrow's still good. That's good. That's real good.
As you guys look
that's,
around, all the saw blades have now returned in, minus the one that is bent. It's still making this awful, yeah, like it can't shut back in. And looking around, you see other than the path that you came, there doesn't appear to be any exits.
Wait, really? What's the point of this room?
Can I investigate the mechanism that's stuck? Is there like any like crawl spaces or anything like that?
Make an intelligence check, or an investigation check.
For fuck's
Uh,
sake. 8.
It's bent out of place. You don't see any extra stuff. It's just because it's bent, it doesn't look like it can sink back in.
Yeah.
Somebody would definitely have to bend it back into place if it wanted to reset.
Hey, maybe the way forward won't open until the mechanism has fully reset. So could anyone force it back into place?
I can once I stop bleeding, and also won't die if it
You need me to
budges
heal
on
you,
me.
Elaine.
I want to heal
Sir-
Ray too.
Surik will go up to you and say, "I'm so sorry. You definitely deserve this." And she's gonna cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
Thank you.
Oh,
Alright.
And you're gonna take. You'll receive 12 points of healing.
That's very nice.
As she heals back the back of your leg and fixes your Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that's a good one to have fixed. I am going to use the last dose of the Kyotum's ointment on myself. As I am healed for... That's a pretty decent amount. I'm healed for another 16.
Nice.
Okay. I'm above half again, which is just where Rain loves to live. So now that he basically slathered the Kyotum's ointment on all of the acid wounds specifically. If there's a thing that needs bending to potentially make this thing let us move forward, then that's what I'm here for.
Make an
Now that I'm not
athletics check.
dying. That is a 22.
Yeah, you. And as soon as it pops back into place, it shoots back in. And as soon as they all reset, you see a stone moves, and at the other end of the room, a doorway, a hallway appears.
bless.
Yay. All right.
How are we all feeling? Do we need another rest?
I mean, I wouldn't be upset if we stopped, but I mean, we probably...
Neither.
Do we have any do we think that this room might like come back like on again or something
I
stupid
would
like that if we stay in
prefer
here?
to rest on the other side of it, as provided there's nothing dangerous on the other side.
Okay, well, let's move forward a little bit. If anything, we can stop in the hallway because we know there's nothing behind us technically.
True.
But let's scout a little ahead, see if maybe there's like, I don't know, luckily some kind of another stairway atrium or something like that to rest in.
Right.
You guys begin
even
to
a small hole.
set forward, and Siren, as you guys are passing, you get a second and you look at the kind of the ghouls that are left, specifically the one that's pinned to the wall, and you can see on the remaining 3, minus the one that got dissolved in acid, they have a rather large gem sewn into their belt.
Ooh,
Ooh. Siren will grab that.
let's cut those out.
You guys receive 3, like, I'd say like $half size gems.
Dope.
Okay.
Go ahead and add that in. And for discovering how to reset the trap, everyone add 150 experience points.
Hey.
Yeah. So yes, you guys scout ahead, and in a maddening way, the hall continues almost the exact same as the hall before. It's flat. There doesn't appear to be any steps going up or down. It continues on for about 8 or so minutes.
Wow. That
yeah, this is long enough space to rest then, I'd imagine.
yeah, it's also impossibly long.
Yeah,
That's
go ahead and
true.
everybody roll me an insight check.
That is very true.
Oh, 21.
21.
Ooh, even higher for...
Pretty low. That's a 6.
I got 10.
23.
Yeah, Rain, you're more worried about just how much pain you've been in and trying to recover. Older, more of the same. Architecture's not really your bag. But Geltz and Siren, you start thinking about it, especially you, Siren, with your map making. Oh yeah, that's impossible. There's no way for this to. You guys would have walked out of the pyramid. You guys have, like... It's an impossible architecture.
She's
There's no
gonna
way that this
ask
is
everyone stop right away and bring that
non-magical.
to everyone's attention.
Oh joy. Well, we knew this place was fucky, but that's particularly fucky.
Can you detect any magic?
The last time I did, I almost vomited. So,
That's fair, yeah.
I'm gonna guess that if this is messing with, space as we know it, it's probably gonna be magical. I would just rather not try and use the detect magic again after the first one, but
Okay. Well,
yeah,
what do you suggest we do? Go back.
don't think that's probably there was no other path that we diverted from or anything like
Right.
that, right?
This has to be the way forward, but if
Yeah.
it's so...
It's just
bloody
uncomfortable.
I guess it just
We can
is
keep
to
trying.
test our fortitude.
I guess we can keep trying, and I mean, if it takes, twice as long as we've already gone, then that's probably a bad sign. But I think forward's the only way we can really go.
Yeah, we have no
Still-
benefit to going back.
hmm Do we feel comfortable resting in an impossibly long hallway?
Not particularly.
That's
I
kind of
mean-
what I figured too.
Is it comforting? Not really. But do we need to? I mean, that's a question for you, friend.
I mean, theoretically, if it's long enough, and we're not doing anything exhausting, we should be able to catch a breather just in this hallway.
I mean, it's up to y'all. I can keep going technically, as he flexes and heals for another D10 plus 1.
Hmm.
Oh, and it's max. Okay, yeah, I'm at 45 and 59. We can just keep going, unless
Okay.
anybody. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't forget, we also still have the potions if we want to top you right now.
Oh no,
You got some time.
don't worry. Let's just. Anybody who wants to try and rest for another specific reason, don't rest on my account, as he does look considerably better than he did at the end of the last fight.
All right.
You know, I think I will drink one of those extra potions just to be safe.
Cool.
Go ahead and just add the plus 12.
Plus 12. Beautiful.
So, party, continuing forward.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. You guys
That's-
continue
I'm-
on for another 8 minutes.
Oh joy.
Before
Jesus.
before entering you enter into another room. This one 30 by 30, so larger than the last one. Looking, each wall has a 5-foot wide hallway leading out of the room. The room is otherwise silent, save for what seems to be little more than a faint thrumming, but it soon grows louder and louder. The sound of grinding and crashing stone begins to assault your ears. Whatever is making this raucous is getting closer.
Can we tell from which direction?
Go ahead and make perception checks.
Nat 20 for 23.
Oh, Christ, I got a -1 to that. That's gonna be 17.
That's a crit fail.
Okay. You're having some of you having some troubles. You're just very disoriented. As you guys have been going through this, you have had various anomalies happen, much like in the maze. Hallways have had different temperatures, going from hot to cold. Some parts of the hallway completely silent. Others have your feet echoing off the hallways. Even at one part, you walked what you could have sworn. You all kind of like feel on top of your heads, and there is rainwater over you, and you can see there's a light storm cloud that drifts through the hallway. It's been very disorienting. Nothing hazardous, but all incredibly upsetting. However,
Okay.
you can sense, especially you, Rain, that coming from not one of the hallways, but from the floor to the north. If we were looking at this on a compass, to the northeast, the rumbling is coming through the floor. And it's getting faster and faster. You think that you maybe have the equivalent of one round before this reaches an apex.
Something's coming! Everybody get
Um,
ready!
Siren's gonna. No, I'm saving the spell. We're just gonna prepare.
Rain is assuming this is whatever dug that tunnel.
Yeah.
But yeah, he draws his weapon and steps. I guess the room seems empty, correct?
Yeah,
what I
it's
thought.
painfully empty.
Yeah, I'm
There's-
gonna step into this room.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing in here. Unlike the saw room or the first room that you were in, or even the mazes. There's nothing adorning the walls. It's all just the same stone as the rest of the pyramid.
What I am gonna do with that one round is, as I'm leaving the tunnel or the hallway that we're going out of, he touches the wall and uses an action to cast Prestidigitation to put a.
Oop, you cut out.
To put a what?
Hold on. We shall wait. Dun, 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 dun.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me again yet?
Yes.
Okay.
There we are.
It doesn't even show that like I disconnect or anything, or like shows like a low connection. It just does it, which is almost more frustrating. But no, he touches the wall, uses an action to cast Presto, and places a symbol of Timora right there to know which hallway we came from, because if this place is so unremarkable, that's probably a good thing to know.
Good. So, real quick. So, during this round, you guys enter in. It's a 30 by 30 foot room. You know it's coming. Seems to be coming from the northeast below. What are you guys? What's your kind of formation?
Just want to go with the typical one that we've been doing.
Well, we got the room to work with,
Right.
so a little more
That's
space
great.
to set up. And Rain, honestly, is planning on slapping the wall and stepping into the center of the room,
All right.
just facing the northwest corner with weapon and shield in hand.
Yep. Yeah. You tap it and you spend the rest of your movements. So you're right in kind of like the dead center of it, facing the northeast.
It's in the northeast corner.
Yes, as Rain hones in, he points the liar. It's coming from right that corner up from under the ground.
I'm gonna stand in the northwest corner then.
Okie dokie. Surik's gonna hug the hall. Gelt and Alter, where are you guys at?
I kind of also want to prepare for this thing coming in here, so I guess I'll just be directly in front of the hall, but standing back from the doorway.
I need
That's
you to
like
be
maybe-
more specific. So you're in the hallway?
Or sorry, in front of the hallway, like in the same room.
Okay, how far?
I just want to be about 10 feet from the doorway or the entryway, whatever.
Okay, Rain's about another. Well, I mean, if it's at 30 by 30, so you're basically right behind Rain.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the very very center. So, Rain and Gelt are battle buddied up. Alder, where are you?
Definitely want to be towards the back, a ways from
Southwest
them.
corner, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Southwest. So we've got Searin in the northwest, Rain in the center, flagged by Gelt, Alder in the southwest corner, and Sirik holding up the hallway. All with your weapons out, you feel the rumbling, and then it stops. And there's a tense couple of seconds before the ground erupts and there's a shatter of earth and stone and all sorts of dust, and a huge, almost gargantuan-sized creature of purple color bursts through and begins to look down upon you all. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Yeah.
My
Thanos,
God.
baby!
We might need to run.
Yep. Can't stop snap.
That's
It's
terrifying.
an Alaskan bull worm! Oh, and I shouldn't say gargantuan. It's large. My bad.
Okay, I was gonna
Okay.
say Jesus
Got
Christ.
Okay, so
Yes,
not
it's
a
gotta-
full-size
It's
purple.
got to at least be, at least 8 feet wide in diameter.
Oh, hey,
Jeez.
that makes sense.
Huh. Imagine that.
Huh. Wasn't
Do you
there like
think
an
that could
8-foot
fit in
tunnel
that
that we went
thing?
through?
Yeah.
Huh. Imagine that. Who would have thought? Well done, guys. You're on
Yay.
room number 4.
I feel like we made good progress.
Yeah.
I do too.
Like, a
that
lot
was
of bad shit happened, but it's kind of the name of the game with this
That-
place, I think.
that last fight was fucking hilarious.
That was so
I
funny.
cried. I
So funny.
Honestly, if it was anybody to get pincushioned by the rest of the party, it's fucking Rain though, because I'm the tank. So
So funny.
I will say,
But
Alder
also-
and I are without sin in that one.
It's true. Alder has burned me more times than anybody in the party.
That's true.
Yeah. I
I
got
am
shot
without
twice
sin.
by fucking Sirik.
I don't
Oh,
think
good
I've
times.
hurt anyone yet. And now that I've said that, I probably will.
Yeah,
but-
I am so
I've hurt
sorry,
myself.
guys. I have.
Yeah, Sirik was trash this day.
I mean, for the most part, I rolled trash all across the enemies, all across enemies
sure
and
did.
across allies. I mean, I think I rolled hot
It was
garbage.
fun.
I got-
Sometimes chaos sessions like this are hilariously fun though.
Yeah, holy shit. Well, you got yourself a vial of jelly. So before we jump into more of our stuff, let's all say goodnight to chat.
Good night,
Good
chat.
Good night, chat.
Good night, chat. YouTube video audience later. Thanks for watching. Future Dom, well done. You made it all the way to the end. I hope we didn't do the thing that we've been trying not to do. So this one's for you, buddy. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.